Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Curbside Podcast presents Dice Hard with a Vengeance. It is episode 20, XX, and our first episode of 2021. So thank you everyone for supporting us last year. Thank God that last year is over. You know, season one has been great, and we thank you guys for your appreciation, but 2020, you can have it. I'm done with it. So, but thank you guys for supporting. Thank you guys for watching. I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. You know, really means a lot to everyone here. So, without further ado, we'll start with the oath, and then Mr. DM, take it away. So, I, Nerimos Torrin II, do solemnly swear to not be a murder hobo. Natil.
I, Natil Starag, do solemnly swear to not be a murder hobo.
Corallos.
I, Corallos Abrazar, do solemnly swear to not be a murder hobo.
Lady Vare.
I, Brittni, do solemnly swear to not be a murder hobo.
Beldan.
I, Beldan, do solemnly swear to not be a murder hobo.
And Tarook.
I, Tarook Bloodfist, solemnly swear to not be a murder hobo.
And Mr. DM.
Everyone, welcome back to Farandia. Let's do a little recap of how the party got to where they were and where you're headed. We're gonna start back to when we had an interesting 4-year jump when you chasing a member of the Dark Brotherhood of the Night Eye into what was a pocket dimension of the Shadowfell. And after taking care of the foe and returning to the material plane, you found out through the Centaur Chief that there'd been a 4-year gap. And after resolving issues among the Centaur tribe, which they had their own little civil war going on, the party then ventured north back to Brine, where they met a new party member and became reacclimated with the city. Some of the people within, some new faces, some old ones, some old flames. And after an incident at the Luxurious Light involving Corallos and his deity, the party then decided to temporary employment under our Berenice Aranya as her security, as she headed to the city of Harite for a gala event. And upon arriving at Harite, you found a winter festival, marking that this was an entire day celebration for basically the winter solstice. And upon a brief encounter with a goat-like creature that was stealing some of the children in Harite, the party proceeded to enjoy the festival. And where we last left off was after leaving a merchant's tent. You were still enjoying the festival, and the day is still yours, but we are in the evening hours of that day. And it's up to the party if there's anything else in the festival that you want to accomplish, anything you want to do, anybody you want to speak to. If you don't, we will then proceed to the night's festivities, which is the formal gala event at the manor of the Chamberlain of Harite. So I'm going to leave it up to the party. You just finished purchasing some things from the Diamond Exchange.
Forget about it. You know what I mean?
And yeah, if you know, you know.
You know.
And the day is still yours.
Were we setting up for the hay barrel throwing contest?
Yeah, there was the end of the
I
game.
think we were headed that way.
I think we were headed that way, right?
Checked.
Yeah, the festival is still going on. If you guys wish, there is the that hay barrel throwing contest that was happening later. You were having, if I recall, Beldan, Mr. Kitty was tailing Angel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then
If
we
I remember
recalled
correctly.
him for that second. He let us know that she was just wandering around with the
With
people
friends,
that she was
yeah.
with before.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we
Yeah.
just
And
kind
then,
of sent him
we
back
sent
off
him
his way.
back, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you sent him back to kind of tailor.
Yeah.
So
We
I'm
did?
just as a
Yeah,
reminder.
I'm pretty sure. He's
It's
still
been
out
a
there.
few weeks. That's why I tried to do a little small recap and bring everybody back.
Oh, it's all good.
Last time on Dice Hard with a Vengeance.
Yeah, right.
No,
Right.
that's
This
cool.
is
Yeah.
this
So
is
Mr.
like
Kitty's-
episode of the next season, right? You got to remind
Yeah,
the
there we
audience what's
go.
going on.
So Mr. Kitty's out doing errands. Yeah, I'm down
Yeah.
for some
Okay.
whatever hay bale stuff is.
That was that happening now, or was it? Did we have?
It was later, but like I said, if there's anything that you guys are trying to do, shopping wise or RP wise, or anything that you guys were trying to do, I'm giving you the option. If, like I said, I didn't even know if you wanted to do the the barrel tossing thing. If you wish to, we can jump right to that.
I
It's
don't
up to
really
you
need
guys.
anything else.
Oh,
Do you guys
okay.
need?
I'm
I have
good.
a keep one of you alive gem now, so
If you
yeah.
guys,
Yay.
even if you guys want to do it or skip the hay barrel contest, I'm whatever. Don't
Sounds like
matter.
fun.
The thing
I mean, we
probably
kind of
was-
already ate pie. We shot
Yeah.
arrows.
Yeah, we did.
We're
We
still
killed
drinking.
Campus. I mean,
Tarook,
Hey.
Tarook Iron Stomach.
That's a
I don't think Torrin got to play a game, so
murderer of pies.
Torrin can throw some hay, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Why not?
Sounds like we're throwing hay.
Do you guys?
Head for the hay
Hay thing.
toss.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and fast forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
You hear that same guy who was
Oh my.
basically doing his community service to be in charge of all of these public events at the festival, and you just hear, "Hey, barrel tossing contest! Hey, barrel tossing contest!"
This poor guy, he's like pissing on the side of that bar was not worth this. That poor
last
guy.
Last time I get drunk here.
Last time I get drunk in public.
Hey, it worked. He served his time. It worked.
Yeah.
No, one day.
So yeah, no, the same guy, the same human greets you guys and go, "Oh, welcome. This is basically barrels of hay tossing for distance."
I love him.
Sounds good.
I'm in.
Very well.
I'll give it a try.
Whoa, Beldan,
the
look at
season-
He's
you.
stepping up. I like it.
Never mind.
These things are probably as big as I freaking
Well,
am,
I
man.
mean, I already ate pie and I would, so I might as well toss a barrel or two.
You got to work
know.
out that pie, Tarook. You got to.
Yeah,
bring out
yeah,
those
you know.
talents.
Yeah, I
There
know.
might be a
man.
con save once or twice.
Yeah.
All that pie, and now you're gonna try to do a physical activity.
Oh yeah.
I have an annoying question.
There's pie
Sure.
everywhere. Oh my
Sure,
god.
Bear. What do you got?
Throwing the hay, that's not a melee action, right?
No, basically what I'll make you do for
Strength
that is D20 plus your strength modifier.
Okay, because I was gonna say I use my dex for strength rolls, but that's in combat, so that wouldn't apply.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. This is
Just
this is,
wondering.
but yeah, I'd say this is basically going to be strength
This is
based.
great. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We'll let the boys throw their hay.
I'll let them enjoy their their fun.
Me and Nat sit down on like a bench with hot wine and just watch.
There we go.
It's like, look, Bear, they bring you the hot wine on the stage.
Ooh, even better.
Is there still feedback?
No, you're good, bro.
We're
You're all right.
fantastic.
I swear I keep hearing. All right, I'm going nuts over here.
It's a
Wow.
little bit, but it's not
Yeah.
too bad.
Yeah, we're all nuts.
All right. I'm gonna start with you guys. Torrin, go ahead and go first. Roll me a D20. D20 plus your strength modifier.
All right. That is a 21.
21.
Ooh.
So yeah, no, you guys see as Torrin grabs this huge barrel of hay by the handles that these leather straps they've got set around it. He just throws it overhead. Whew. Pretty good distance on that at 21.
Wow. He's lucky he did not throw
Neat.
his back out.
Yeah, not bad.
Nice.
Um,
Yay, Yay, Torrin!
Beldan, if you wish to follow up, go ahead.
Sweet. So this is a strength check, right?
Yeah, D20 plus your strength modifier.
Nice. Got something special for this.
Uh-oh.
Thank you. Thank you, Dimension of Horrors.
Wait, which one? We've been how many?
Oh my gosh.
So that's second one is a 19.
19. So Beldan gets a pretty good, doesn't go quite as far as Torrin's does, but he gets it overhead just the same. Whew. And it's like maybe a foot or two short of Torrin's.
Nice.
Way to go,
throw,
Beldan.
Nice. So very
It's
nice.
as big as I am.
It kind of is.
oh,
That's why it
This is-
looks a little more impressive because it's basically your size.
This kind of sucks.
Yeah. Tarook, would you like to go ahead and try?
Yeah. All right, and that's an 8. Terrible. That's a bad roll.
8.
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
You see,
Wow.
all right.
It's all the pie.
It's that
Yeah.
pie.
Yeah, you
Oh,
kind
my.
of you're feeling a little,
That
weighed
vinegar
down. You
Ugh.
feel a little weighed down, kind of bloated. You're not really feeling it. You do with an 8, you get it up there and you do kind of toss it, but it doesn't go very far. And you're kind of sitting there.
Tarook, keep it in. Tarook, keep it in.
I don't know. I think a tiny turd's gonna come out of me. I don't know.
Do we? I think we should get a bucket ready.
Oh God.
Madagascar's.
I'm getting.
Madagascar. I think I saw the privies back that way.
I'm getting.
Is there a movable one?
Roll for bucket.
Oh man. All right. One more person is going to try, and you see this half orc step up. It is the same half orc that you saw Tarook at the pie eating contest.
Oh no!
I just see him like, you.
I feel like this is gonna come in handy, but what do you guys think's the armor score for a bucket? Just wondering.
Oh, whatever it is, it's about to get critted.
5.
Oh. That's
Yo.
I mean, he got a 12 on the dice plus his strength. Yeah, I mean, it goes farther than Tarook's, but it doesn't even come close to Torrin or Beldan. He does kind of struggle with it a little bit, and he does toss it. Yeah, Tarook, it goes like a couple feet past yours, but not by much, and he's kind of doing the same thing, like,
Man, that pie.
and he kind of looks at you. He's like, "Oh, too much pie."
Yeah.
I look at Belden and I'm like, thank God I threw up most of mine.
I'm just happy I
feeling
didn't eat it.
terrible right now.
Oh my god.
That was a smart decision.
Yeah.
So yeah, the guy who's running everything goes, "Well, you two threw the furthest, so you two, the last two, you get one more toss each."
Ooh.
You split his
Alright.
mail in twain.
Throws it so hard it splits in two.
Oh my.
I lose? I'm not supposed to lose.
Oh,
Let me check
that
this
poor
script.
Archer. I still can't just that whole contest.
Angel.
Good one.
Angel got made a fool of, and that's okay.
Not really. She was just kind of like, I mean, I was trying to do a thing, but can we just do it normal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, not sorry.
Matt just pulled out old Patriot arrow. That's all it was.
Like I said, sorry, not sorry, bitch.
So yeah, go ahead, Torrin. We'll
Must
start
my
with
dragon
you.
lord.
Bruno Moss.
D20 plus strength mod.
17.
17. Nice.
Woo-hoo.
So yeah, does not hit the same mark that you hit earlier, but a decent distance on it. Beldan?
Oh man. Come on. Huh.
Come on, Belden.
Oh no. Okay, not taking that one, so the next one. Oh, suck it, Trebek, 18.
Ah!
Hey, be nice, Mr.
Okay.
Trebek.
Okay.
Oh, poor guy.
Man.
Oh, they
Well,
were-
Yeah, we
Belden.
don't speak ill of the dead
Yeah.
around here.
Oh man. Oh man. Okay. So just barely, Torrin. You see his Beldan. He doesn't split yours in twain, but this little dwarf tosses his barrel of hay and like it just edges out yours. Like yours goes like. Think of it like a car length. He's like half a car. He's half a barrel of hay length ahead of you. So Beldan is the victor, and
nice job, Beldan.
yeah. And the winner is Master Dwarf. What was your name, sir?
Beldan.
Beldan. And to the winner of the barrel of hay, the hay barrel.
You got this.
You can do it.
You got it.
Here, drink this. Give him something to drink.
He goes,
Yes, give him
Probably in
something.
this in the first place.
of this contest. And he kind of slams it down. Lord Beldan.
Nice.
And to the victor, he hands you a potion.
Oh no.
Ooh.
This is a potion of growth.
Oh man.
What?
And he gave it.
That's
When
a
it-
I
legit.
feel kind of condescending.
No, I have
When you-
plans for this.
When you
Uh-oh.
drink this potion, you gain the enlarge effect.
Beldan won
large,
a,
and
potion
then
of
anything I pour
growth.
this on will grow, huh? That was
Yeah,
what I'm
for
asking.
1d4 hours, no concentration at all.
Oh,
So when
so
you drink
it's
the
saying.
you drink the contents of the potion, roll a d4, and that'll tell you how many hours that the enlarge effect lasts.
Cool.
Drink.
I
Got it.
will send
Uh-oh.
a picture to the potty so you guys know what you're dealing with.
Beldan, I know exactly what you have on your mind. It's wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
I-
Get back into Brian.
No,
Yeah.
man. Like,
Oh, God.
Yes. Yes. And you need to go claim your stepkid. Yeah.
blue pills. What's that? I don't know what that is.
Blue potion.
That is home, little shit.
Knock, knock. Dad, call.
Or it'd be really good for
Oh my
pranks too.
God.
Just put it on somebody's feet or something. It's like, oh man, it sucks to suck, dude.
I need a giant chicken.
Tarook's gonna wake up and his head's just gonna be gigantic, and the rest of him still normal size. Like, oh no,
No.
Tarook, no.
Oh, man. That's,
Oh
that's,
no.
that's lovely.
I'm dying.
You gave the dwarf. This
Yeah.
is so bad.
Hey, you won.
Wow.
I know, that's great. I like that. It's a little specious, but I'm
So
okay
who-
with it.
Hey!
You won.
Just kind of look
Hey,
over. at
anybody would have
Torrin,
ended
it's
up
like,
with it.
You got to be tired of losing to me, dude. I'm just saying.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Hi.
It's funny because it's true.
Damn.
Okay.
Try not to be a sore loser, Beldan.
All right, man. It's okay.
As far as like festivities go, I did have a question. Is there like dancing set up anywhere?
Oh.
Yeah.
Fun.
Go ahead, roll me investigation.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Investigation. That's a 9.
9.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, it's not like you weren't looking for some secret thing. I mean, yeah, there's plenty of acting troops, performing troops, jugglers, fire eaters, stuff like that. But specifically right now, you don't see any dancing. But like, if you could easily just go to where you hear music and
I
follow
was
it.
gonna say, yeah, I kind of want to like drift with the group towards like music. If there's anywhere that's like, there's like a courtyard, like a group dancing kind of thing, just something if we might happen by it.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
we need to go to the secret underground dancing.
Yeah, the secret underground dance
Are
party.
you looking for the rave? Just tell me if you're looking for the rave.
I mean, anything I touch will light up, right?
but-
This is being have fun.
I can't compete in anything, but I have a few.
We want to go to the holiday rave.
Yeah, you want to go to the holiday rave? Just tell me. Okay.
Sweet.
Okay. Since you're specifically looking for this now, give me perception.
There we go. That's something I can do.
Give me perception on
That's
this.
better. That's a 14.
14. Yeah. It takes you a little bit, but you do find like a musical troupe playing, a harpist, lute, that kind of thing, basic kind of bongo drum kind of deal. And there is several people kind of just dancing. There's nothing formal about it though. It's
Right.
not like a
Like a
performance.
fun
Yeah, yeah.
Different.
Very, yeah.
That's something different.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So yeah, but you do find it, yeah.
Ooh, I'm kind of interested. Just sort of wondering if anybody dance.
I
I
mean, not well.
Oh,
don't
come
know.
on.
I
have
honestly do
two
not know
left
the first thing.
tails.
It's not hard. I mean, they're not
Are
doing
they
a super complicated dance,
on
right?
top side by side. No.
Over under configuration.
Over the
Oh
computer.
my.
See what it did there?
I got you. Don't you worry.
I'm gonna grab Torrin's hand,
Yeah.
and I'm
Okay.
gonna just kind of show you a couple of like little steps, and like see if you pick up on it.
Okay.
Just kind of a little bit like 1 and 2, and just little dance steps.
I love this. Roll,
Nothing
boy.
Roll.
Wait,
Oh,
would you
boy.
like for this?
Performance
Performance
Nice.
check. Roll.
check. Oh, Lord.
It's like
Well,
I just
do
want
roll
to jump
two,
it.
or is it just
I
two?
have no modifier, so this is just straight
don't.
all by
Roll,
myself.
boy.
Here we go.
Oh boy.
I just want to get.
Okay,
I want
roll.
to get in there. Beldan needs to dance.
A 3.
No.
Yee. Okay. Well, he doesn't fall down.
Thank God, thank God.
You know, he Vare, he steps on you like 5 times. He
Sorry.
not the most graceful dragonborn in the world.
Aww.
Oh, it's okay, honey.
I mean, he's trying.
I think it's so
bless
sweet.
Bless you.
I'm gonna kind of try to get you to keep doing it on your own. Corallos, I'm gonna grab your hand.
Whoa. Here we go.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Yes.
you got this,
Trying to get
Carlos.
you
Follows.
Yeah.
So fun.
Like a couple of little
Yeah.
steps to see if he follows.
Sure.
Send it.
Because he
Send-
never dances when we're at the bar or club, so
Ever.
Corallos will.
I
Yes.
guess. Yeah.
Yes.
That's great.
Yes.
What is happening?
Awesome.
Yes.
Oh, you know what's happening.
Yeah, you do.
I'm literally just imagining the
Yeah.
scene out of Hitch. This
Yeah.
is your home,
Oh my
right here.
gosh.
This your home.
That's
We don't need no pizza.
Amazing.
We don't need no pizza.
Yeah.
We're right here.
Amazing.
Oh man.
What'd you get?
Oh, well, I don't know, what am I
Performance check.
doing?
A performance check,
Performance?
Corallos.
We
Fair.
like stunned him with the dance.
yeah, he's
17.
17.
Okay.
Corallos can
Hello,
dance.
That's
Scott.
amazing.
I'm gonna see if Corallos will kind of like lead me into the group and see. I'll try to show you a couple more complicated
Yeah.
punch. Kind of show you how to spin.
Yeah,
Second.
and he keeps up.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
He keeps up very well.
You need a performance check from me.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll have fun. Yeah.
That's a soft boy.
yeah. You're you're the dancer, but Corallos keeps up.
That's amazing. I'm gonna keep going with him. I'm gonna see if he can do something maybe a little more complicated. See,
Uh-huh.
show him a little different step. See if he can do a dip, maybe.
I love where this is
Okay.
going.
Okay. I love
Over here
this.
Stepping on people. Oh, sorry.
A dip.
Sorry.
I'm not that tall.
That's fine. I'm not tall either.
I
Like,
put my
I'm
hand
not
up
putting
on
my
my
weight
hip. Then we dip.
All right. Go ahead, both of you. Roll me performance checks one more time.
Oh no.
No, that's a 2.
There you get. Okay, this is amazing. Thank you so much for doing this. There, he's doing amazing, keeping up. He's really following you with the steps and everything. And as you go, you're like, it's okay, dip. And he basically just drops you.
Oh man.
No.
Okay.
So sorry.
So,
Carlos, no.
You're doing what
Yeah,
you
Corallos.
do.
okay. So as he drops me,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna text you something. As he drops me, can I do like a dex save to see if I can?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I can push myself back up?
Absolutely. Roll me a
Sure.
dex roll. Yeah, I'll say definitely a save. A
Here it
dex
is.
save.
Underage drinking. He can't hang. It's cool. We'll get you. No, we don't.
For my dex save, what is my save DC? Sorry. Save DC, dexterity save. Ooh, okay, that's decent. 12.
12. Okay, yeah. basically what you do, you do feel that he's starting to lose a grip on you during the dip, and you're like, oh crap.
Oh no!
And you do.
No.
Yeah, you basically have enough to where you bring your hand back to catch yourself. You kind of hit the ground. You kind of catch yourself so you don't take damage, but you kind of jam your hand up a little bit. You know, it's just kind of uncomfortable.
No damage, but like kind of just trying to play it off. Like trying to play it off like it's like, oh, that's.
Yeah, Corallos, if you would go ahead and give me a perception check while you're dropping her.
And you know what? So,
5.
5. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. No. You dropped her, and she basically kind of elbow first down, hand and elbow first down. Bam.
I'm gonna try to recover because I don't want to be embarrassed. So I don't want to try to like hop back up, and then like I want to try to use him like oh you're still guiding me, and then I'll kind of like do my own kind of dance, just sort of to kind of, and then bow at him and just kind of do my own thing to kind of try to distract from the fact that he just dropped me.
Right. Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
Definitely, and that's basically what you see.
That's a 17 for the distraction dance, trying to get him to like seem like he didn't mess up.
Basically you see her, both of you tried to save the moment like that didn't just happen. And a couple people might have caught it, but it's a party going on. Not too many people is gonna, not that many people were specifically watching you. Everyone in the party saw it though.
Oh god.
Well, let's not get left out. Come on, Nat. Let's try this.
Wait, what?
Yep.
What are we?
We're dancing. Let's go.
Corallos, do you want to keep dancing?
Okay, sure.
Or are you done?
Is anybody else going to try to dance?
No more dips.
Still
Tarook.
I wasn't doing the Charlie Browns.
I was thinking I was gonna get
still
Tarook.
recorded 2-stepping.
That's right. I got moves though. I got moves.
We'll see.
I boogie. I know, right? Like I'm a real good dancer, but then Tarook is gonna fall flat on his face.
Right.
And the pie makes a reappearance.
Yep, I was gonna say the pie makes
The pie.
next appearance.
Oh man.
So I guess Beldan and I are dancing.
Okay, Beldan
Yay.
and Nat, if you both would roll me some performance checks.
Yay!
Yay.
It's a festival. Why the hell not?
Why not?
15.
Oh, boy. This is
15?
gonna suck because
Not
I have
bad.
like no charisma whatsoever for this. Oh my god, it still saves me. 19.
19 and 15. Well, Nat's the better dancer, but
That's cool, man.
you both do fairly well.
Look at us, Nat. We're not terrible.
Yeah. No, yeah. And anybody who was watching them, you noticed that the two, that Nat and Beldan kind of know what they know what they're doing.
Air high five.
Air 5. We're awesome.
Pretty cute. Now is Tarook rocking out on his own, or was I?
Yeah, Tarook, are you? What are you rocking out by your own?
We can do Tarook.
It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do.
All right.
See what you got, me.
All right. Okay.
I'm gonna try to Tarook insists he can dance. I'm gonna try to kind of like do a dance and then kind of hand it over to him and see,
Yeah.
Ooh, there we go.
Dance off, bro.
Dance fight.
It's off. You and me, bro.
An 18.
All right. Yeah, Tarook, what you got for a performance check?
All right. Ooh, that's an 18.
18 on the die.
Okay, all right.
I
love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it,
Round
guys.
two.
This just turned into a dance fight.
It sure did.
Fight.
Yeah, no, yeah. So V, he kind of matches you move for move, and for such a an 8-foot tall Goliath, he moves fairly well.
All right.
Yeah. I'm
I'll
like
bet you.
Shakira. My hips don't lie. Yeah.
Thank you, Shakira.
Is the music like a jig or is it like a waltz kind of thing, or is it
Definitely more of a jig.
Okay,
Yeah.
great, cool. So I'm gonna do one of those like I'm gonna lift up my gowns and I'm gonna kind of spin, and I'm gonna do one of those really intricate, like almost Irish foot dances.
There you go.
Yeah,
Very like slow and rhythmic, but with like a lot of foot movement.
Right.
That sounds pretty awesome.
I just need some fancy lights, Corallos. Let's do this.
Yeah, roll me that performance.
25.
Nice.
All right, with a 25,
you're stealing the show, girl.
Everybody else stops dancing to watch you pull off what you just said. And you can explain it I know exactly what you're talking about, but you can explain it a little more for anybody who doesn't.
So like if anybody's ever watched like a Celtic Woman concert or so like when they kind of does the break, you know, and they all sort of do the really like swirly leaping stomping and tapping kind of dances, right, with a lot of like intricate foot swirling and a lot of like swirling and kind of willowy movements, but also really fast paced and with the music.
So is it similar to like river dance or
kind of, yeah, but like ballet river dance,
more more graceful.
It's not like straight clogging or anything. It's more ballet-ish. Yeah.
Okay, I get that. I get you. I'm picking it up.
And I'm gonna add a little bit of like, as I'm doing that, I'm gonna not change my dress, but I'm gonna add some like sparkle to it so it catches the light.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Use the omnidress. Yes.
Do we have theater?
With that, with a rolling at 25, the deal with the like you've got like 30 to 40 people all watching just you dance now. That absolutely amazing performance from V.
I'll take Tarook's hand and kind of get him in on it too, like sort of.
Yeah, Tarook, are you trying to follow that up?
I got it.
Yes. Love it.
We're ready for
I've already
baby.
stepped back and I'm
go.
just watching from a
Let's
distance.
Go. I got that's a 10. That's a 10.
A 10.
Yeah, it's a 10.
All right. I think you lost your mojo, man, because and to be fair, V is a very amazing dancer, and with that performance, it would be tough for anybody to follow. You get a couple of the moves down, but you kind of get confused about halfway through. Like it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's a bit much to kind of learn on the fly. So it kind of looks like somebody who's never seen the dance before and try to do it for the first time.
All right.
You don't fall over or nothing. It's kind of tough to do. That's all.
All right. We're gonna go again. Are we going again? We're gonna do it again.
I'm gonna kind of like take your hands and kind of try to do like a together thing. See if
all right.
See what we can
okay.
do.
All right, I'm with it.
All right.
All right, both of you. Go ahead. Performance checks one more time for both of you.
Let's go. And that's I can't see. 15.
18.
15, not bad. 18, better, but yeah, no, okay. With the two of you doing it, Tarook, you do a little better job of keeping up. Not amazing, but yeah, you got a little more of a grasp on it, and kind of taking V's lead. It works. It's very nice. Obviously not to the par of what she did on her own a moment ago, but you do keep up.
You bet.
I'm gonna just kind of keep doing it until whether it's in your court or we just kind of finish the dance or balls in your court.
Well, yeah, no, I rolled for something on the fly on the side while you guys were doing all that. Metagas rolled a natural 20.
Oh,
Whoa!
So
send
you,
it.
Yeah. You see, Metagas almost mimes you on that kind of jig that you were doing a moment ago.
Wow.
Picks up really quick because he got a natural 20 plus his performance that he didn't really know about, but he now kind of knows a little bit. Yeah, he has a performance that he can add to that.
And Tarook and I kind of move towards Nat, and I kind of want to like grab her and kind of spin her again.
Yes, and do Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion. Can
You
we
know
do that?
that? Oh my god!
I love it. I love it.
I was thinking more masked.
Oh, mask. Yeah.
Yes. We'll both grab that.
All right.
Grab her and put her towards him.
Yeah, Nat, go ahead, Nat. If you if you spin right into it, Nat, go ahead and roll me another performance check.
Mm-hmm.
This is all right. Let's see what we got here.
5. Okay.
All right.
I told you I can't dance.
Hey,
Well,
messing with half the
Hey,
fun.
we did okay, right?
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah. Basically, what happens is you weren't expect to be grabbed and spun, so you kind of get a little off balance, and he kind of, with a natural 20, kind of catches you and immediately leads you into the dance move.
Yeah.
And it's almost like
cow.
that could have been
guess.
that could have been really bad.
Thank you. Sir.
That could have been really bad.
Yes.
And he kind of,
Thank you.
yeah, he's kind of like, oh,
Give me
wow.
clutch.
Yeah.
He's even sitting there kind of like, going, oh wow, I didn't expect that.
I've
And
seen
he's
us
just-
fight. You'll be fine.
Yeah,
Good job. Thank you.
no problem.
I just reach over. I grab Torrin. I'm like, I'm staying with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mitigas kind of spins her to you,
Yeah.
Torrin, and I think Nat, unless you want to make anything of it, you kind of just stop there. You're just kind of like, all right, that's enough.
I think I'm
Stop,
gonna,
like, right here. It's
I'm
like,
gonna wait
oh.
to Tarook and to Metagas to finish the song.
Woo.
Okay.
So I'm gonna kind of like spin out of Tarook and then kind of like towards him and try to join up with him to end the song. See if
Oh,
he'll-
okay.
Yeah, see if he'll like swap from Tarook to Metagas basically.
Right.
Okay.
Ooh.
Roll. Yeah, go ahead. Roll one more performance check, V. I know you're good at them. So
14.
the 18 on the die plus. Yeah. Okay. Mitigas starts leading, very, very well actually. Yeah, and basically as the ending of the song is you can tell it's kind of building, crescendoing up. It's building and building, and he dips you on the final note, like pretty darn good.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
and brings you back. Yeah.
Fantastic.
And he's kind of like, kind of sheepishly, he's kind of like bowing to you, and then kind of like,
Yeah.
okay,
all
stop.
right, Mitigas.
Yeah, he's kind of like, all right, stop looking at me. Like,
Let's take
Yeah.
Drinks for
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
yeah,
Hey, Mitigas. Hey.
That was a lot of fun. Thanks, Lady V.
yeah,
About a Corallos. Give him a.
yeah.
I'm just in the back. Sorry, I stepped on you multiple times.
I don't know.
I just kinda-
It was fun.
Hey.
That actually was pretty fun. I just reach over, pat Torrin on the shoulder. You'll have plenty of other opportunities.
Yeah. It's all right, Torrin. Don't worry. You'll find a way to balance your tail.
I've been dancing
gas
like that
pipes
in
up.
years.
Yeah.
That was a blast. That was amazing. Thank
Maybe
you.
that's the key, Torrin. Maybe you just
Yeah.
need to use your tail to keep yourself balanced.
There you
See?
go. Right?
Yeah, Mitigas got it. It's
He
all right,
gets it.
Torrin.
Use,
can
use
always
your
be
natural
second best.
abilities and talents. Oh, that was great.
Mitigas
So-
kind of whispers V to you specifically. He goes, I didn't know I could do that. And he just kind of is looking around kind of
Yeah.
sheepishly.
And I kind of slug over to Mitigas and I elbow nudge him just a little bit. You're
Yeah.
just full of secrets, aren't you? Yeah, I
Surprising.
kind of laugh.
Yeah, he kind of just says, apparently.
I'm gonna touch his bone, his helm, and just seek surprises, not secrets.
Yeah. Yeah. The music does continue to play, but not nearly as loudly. It's now kind of like more, they're kind of ambient background music now. It continues to play. A couple people keep dancing, but that was kind of more entertainment than people in this particular area had seen in a minute. So
Mitigas
yeah,
broke
it's
I
kinda-
hope the musicians got money.
Finish the Mitigas.
Hope the musicians got some money.
yeah, they did. There was a lot of coins were tossed up there where they were
Good for the
performing from.
Good boys. Oh, cool.
I lean over to Beldan and go, it almost makes me miss my bagpipes.
Uh-oh.
You're a musician?
I used to play them.
We don't talk about your bagpipes.
But Beldan didn't like them at all. That's the right word.
Well, I'd love to hear you play at some point.
Fine.
Beldan.
Or maybe
always
we get
an
him something
instrument?
like a flute or a pan flute or something that's not bagpipes.
No, I'm sorry. Bagpipes, like bagpipes, and just hear me out, Beldan, please.
Yeah, so how about
all
that
right.
Gala that's coming out later? You know, I mean,
Are there any bagpipes
me out,
around?
Yeah, all right. I feel bad about what happened with the freaking bagpipes. Before we do anything else, is there a musical instrument vendor?
Are there
I want
any
to replace.
bagpipes?
I'm
Roll
sorry,
it.
I wronged you. All right.
Roll an investigation for a musical vendor.
Dear Lord.
Freaking lizard.
Pull
and
this out of my
bagpipes.
tail. All right.
13.
All right. What did everybody else get? I know what Beldan and V got.
I rolled an 8.
8?
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh wait, all of us? Shit.
Perception or
Anybody-
investigation?
Investigation. Anybody who
Okay.
wanted to.
Oh,
Maybe
investigation.
I'll
Wait,
modify
no,
it.
that's 19.
But-
Oh,
Excuse
shit.
me. 19.
Nope, that's a nat one.
Investigation check for
Nat
music.
one.
If
Hey,
it
get it
helps,
out
I
now.
did a 23.
Oh, Nat, you're so
Get it out
reliable.
now.
All right.
reliable.
Between
I had to make up for the 5.
between Nat and V, the two of y'all, you find one fairly quickly, and you see this elderly gnomish gentleman running a kind of a little vendor stall out here, and he does have some musical instruments that he's peddling.
Does he have bagpipes?
The bagpipes are real important on this.
Let me see what I have.
I'm sorry, Torrin. I'm sorry.
He pulls out some wind instruments. He has a couple kind of like it's similar to elven flutes, like you said, kind of maybe a pan flute. You do see several reed-like instruments. Nothing specifically bagpipes, though.
Any
Maybe
skin flutes?
are they like pan pipes? Are they like pan pipes, like the whole?
And Nat wins D&D tonight. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for playing. Thanks.
The night is young.
Top right corner, your DM will remember this.
One harder.
I mean, come on, no,
Hey,
you
that's
gotta have some bagpipes, or no, we can get some.
Well, I don't have anything personally. I mean, there's other vendors around here you could try, I assume, but I do not have anything specifically bagpipes. No.
Just look over at Torrin. It's like, what else can you play?
Can you play anything else?
Honestly, I never tried.
Maybe we'll find you a new instrument.
Can I make another investigation roll?
Ooh.
What for specifically?
Another music.
Another
instrument
music?
vendor.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We just really
His
want to get him
competitor
his
is right
bagpipes.
across the
That's,
street.
You may not
Uh,
find him here.
17.
You do. I'll save you the time. You do find one, and speaking to that vendor as well, you find similar instruments. You don't find any specifically bagpipes.
Maybe try the pan pipes. They're
Maybe
sort
it's a
of
region
similar.
thing.
It's probably definitely a region thing. To be honest, I haven't seen anyone play them outside of my village.
I don't think I've ever heard them play.
Wait.
Would I have ever heard bagpipes?
No, that
Alright.
it would not be to Thrandia. Not exactly. If you want to call it a native instrument, it's not one that's commonly played.
Can I do a history check to even see if I know what they are?
I've got a question
Sure.
because
Yeah,
I can't
roll me a
lie to you
history check.
guys. A lot's happened. I can't remember what I did to his bagpipes. I just remember
So
that it was bad.
Pretty sure you blew them.
You didn't do anything physically to them, Beldan. I offered to play them once on a little venture that we were on.
Did I set fire to them?
You immediately said no as loud as you could.
Yes,
And,
yes. Good choice.
In order to square my my debt, I sold my shield and my bagpipe set.
Well, thank God for that. Oh, I'm sorry. I was
New party
talking out
goal.
loud. My bad.
Yes, we do have a new party goal.
Yeah,
talking out
I gotta
loud.
get him
I'm
a set
sorry.
of bagpipes.
I feel like the panpipes would be not the same thing at all, but like it's a winded instrument, so maybe will the shop owner allow us to? That's an 8.
I can clean it for him after we're done. I could, real easy.
Yeah, you clean those pipes, Beldan.
If y'all recommend the panpipes?
I prefer if you buy it first before blowing into it.
Somebody's blowing something tonight.
Panpipes.
It's like, does he? How,
Does he have any legendary ability I could add to the big bag?
How much are the panpipes?
I'm looking that up.
Oh, okay, sorry. Is that what you were mad about?
Just trying to think. It's like, what? I'll make it up to you, Torrin. I promise. I mean, why do you think I got you such a nice present for the holidays? Look at you.
I greatly appreciate this chainmail. It's amazing.
And you know what? You know what? Don't worry about the bagpipes, guys. I'll ask around.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not worried about those bagpipes at all. Like, just
I want to hear.
we're fine.
12 gold.
I want to hear what
12
they
gold
sound like.
For the pan pipe.
Are they nice? Are they nice panpipes? They're decent. They're not.
Not really.
They're
old.
Hold on.
They're a little older.
If you were gonna get an instrument,
That
which
definitely
one would
has
you
the
be
looks
going
of an
for?
antique.
He said 12. Well, okay. So are they like brassy antique or are they like gross wooden antique?
It was probably once passed off as brass.
But it's probably like tarnished now, and
Yeah.
They're 12 gold for crappy panpipes.
Yeah.
I have a set. They're just not on me.
Yeah.
Listen,
What else does he have? Does he have any other decent looking instruments like a harp or a flute?
Yeah, he's got a couple decent ones. Like there's what would be an equivalent to a mandolin type instrument. There is a lute.
Torrin, lute.
Like one of the double flutes, or is it like just a flute?
No, lute.
And you could keep us up at night with
my
your
bad.
damn lute playing. How about that?
Any harps? Any lyres? Like anything?
No harps. There is a lyre or two. Basic stringed instruments.
Look, Torrin, small lute. How about that? Yeah.
Does the harp look? Is it like a pretty?
You guys really don't have.
Also, the harp is more of think of smaller. It's not the
it's like a little
large scale. Yeah, it's a smaller harp.
Anybody else want to see Torrin walk down the lane playing a harp?
Does it look pretty, like antique-ish? Is it
better than those panpipes did? Yes. They do get the idea that he's selling older instruments, but the lute that you're looking at is in better condition.
Did the last guy's stuff look nicer? Or about the same?
The gnome or the second one? The
first
second guy had nicer stuff. The gnome was selling kind of older.
How far away? Can we go back to the other guy and see if he
Yeah.
Okay, I want to go back. Yeah, I kind of want to leave everybody to the other guy.
Yeah, we can fast forward to that.
We're gonna do business.
He didn't know anything about where to get bagpipes in this region. So
No,
really can't work on that. Okay, so his panpipes look a little nicer. How much are those ones running?
His actually are cheaper. His is 10 gold.
Oh,
ooh, nice.
And they're actually like decent looking.
Yeah.
What about him? Does he mind if I give him a try before I buy him?
The stringed instrument, no. He kind of nods and goes, yeah, sure.
What about the panpipes?
Yeah, no. That's kind of like a no.
Does he have anything weird or like dirty looking on the table?
Roll investigation.
Yeah.
Are the pipes are they metal?
Weird.
18. Well, 18. Just like dirty looking or anything. Does he have anything on the table? Yeah, like older. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Okay.
Antique.
Not really. What specifically are you looking for?
I was looking for something. I want to show him that we're able to clean up after it. So I wanted to take something that had that looked kind of oldish, needed some good clean, if you will, and just give it the old prestidigitation. Just be like, bam, there it is. It's like new.
Right, you can clean it, but that doesn't. Are you? Who are you trying this for? The gnome or the second guy?
We went back to the gnome.
We went back to the gnome.
The guy that sold the nicer stuff.
Yeah, you can. Prestidigitation will make it like it'd be a whole lot like saying I've got this rusty saxophone and I'm gonna buff it.
Yeah, it doesn't sanitize it. All right. Well, in the hopes that maybe Torrin can give it a try, I'll buy the panpipes. They're
okay. The nicer one, yeah, they're 10 gold.
Okay, yeah, I'll buy the panpipes and I'll give him a try. Kind of show Torrin like how they work.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Roll. Once again. Performance. Are you proficient? Yeah, you're proficient, aren't you?
In panpipes, yeah. So that's gonna be 18, 19, 20. That's a 24.
Nice.
No, that's some beautiful playing from them pipes.
Like,
Yeah.
Pipes.
Yeah.
Like think of those movies of like Enya music where the drone footage is over like misty mountains and lakes.
I like the image.
Keep it up, I'm gonna fall asleep.
It's very
Like that just sounds so freaking soothing right now.
Oh man, that Hobbit on it was good.
Yeah, get that Hobbit action.
Yeah. It sounds pretty good.
It's classy.
Wow.
I feel very relaxed.
Wow.
It's clean. Give it a try. It's a blowing instrument. I'm assuming bagpipes are similar. I heard pipes, assume panpipes, bagpipes. Give it a try.
Yes.
And blow.
Not all pipes.
Probably.
Take a deep breath. And I'll give him like a basic instruction. I don't know if you want me to roll for that, but like a basic like this.
Dang it, George.
I'll help him.
What?
I want to help.
Teach Torrin to blow the pipes.
Basically, I want to give him a help action to blow the pipes well. You all
Can't even say that with a straight face.
This
Can't
isn't
do
my
it.
fault.
Oh,
Dang it,
I didn't
George.
do that.
I love you, George, man.
You killed George, you bastard.
Oh my god!
That wasn't my fault.
Oh wow.
George.
So
want to
performance
help
there, Tim?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Does that be an advantage? I'm giving him the help action for it.
You can't give him advantage on a
Show him how to blow pipes,
17.
damn it.
Showed if I give a very good lesson.
Sorry, y'all TV time out.
17, Tim.
Okay, yeah, you not nearly as good as V, but you do actually, you kind of find your way. Fairly decent performance with it. It sounds very nice.
Wow. Thank you very
Look
much.
at you.
Really
Look at that.
appreciate
You
this.
all are
Yeah.
just wondrously full of surprises. This whole group, looking pointedly at Midagast and Tarook and Torrin.
Midagast shies away from the comment.
with,
I'm sorry, what was that? I'm slightly deaf in this area. Speak up a little bit.
Oh, you're a good dancer, Tarook.
Oh, I thought that's what you said. Thank you.
I just elbow him real hard. Smart ass.
Yeah.
Lady
All right.
V, thank you very much. Beldan, thank you.
You're getting your bagpipes.
Merry festival.
Greatly
Merry
appreciate
Festivus,
it.
one and all.
There, you got one more gift for the festival. You got to set up panpipes.
All right, off to the gala we go.
Well,
You just spin your
yeah.
hands, slick back your hair.
yeah.
Back to the hotel.
Is there anything back? Okay, would you like to go ahead and we can fast forward back to, as you said, let's go back to the hotel. Everybody get changed. We got somewhere to be.
Yeah, it is. Now,
Yeah.
Tim, I did ask you a question earlier in chat. I feel really bad. I should have asked you before the game started, but can you just clarify that for me real quick?
Or
You can text it. I don't have to say it. Yeah, no, definitely going back to get dressed. Now, Tarook and Corallos, and I guess
Yes.
I'm not too worried about Beldan and Torrin. I don't have to worry about anymore. Did you bring clothing for the festival?
Well,
I'm just
I
gonna
mean,
look down at what I'm wearing.
yeah, I mean,
Oh man, Corallos.
I can kind of brush off my pelts, you know.
I brought you guys clothes. Don't worry. They're back at the hotel in the bags. I had people in the bag. I had people pack my stuff in.
Oh,
You guys, some stuff from
gee.
Hawaii.
Thanks, V. Appreciate
Wonderful.
it.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Now, just pointing out, I've only hired your services until the arrival of the gala. The rest of the evening is for you guys. That's really just sort of another way of me saying thank you. And I know you have business that you're kind of tending to. I assume we're like on the street and it's loud. People aren't really paying us attention.
yeah, you can say this is in transition going back to the rooms.
So you're releasing these miscreants into this gala, unsupervised.
Gala was always kind of a perk of this whole thing.
Oh
There's-
man, I
there
can't
is-
wait to watch this.
when we get there, there's like security and whatnot. So
Lady
really,
V,
your services.
I could
to me-
probably just get in without you there, Lady V. So I'm
Of
gonna
course,
watch the
we'll talk
show.
about
Oh man, this is gonna be great.
Well, and also, I'll be probably partying with you guys for some or most of the evening. What with the business.
That's fair.
But yeah, until I would say either unless you hear from me, we'll leave in the morning or in the midday tomorrow, and if not, we'll stay. It really depends on the client. But yeah, I'll give you guys more information as I know
So
it.
we're still walking back to the hotel, right?
Right.
Just kind of like make my way towards like Tarook, just kind of get Tarook, Torrin, and Corallos next to me and be like, all right, guys, so this is not the kind of party that you're thinking. It's one of those to do.
I was gonna say fancy frilly parties. That isn't exactly a party.
Is it a sexy party or
the opposite of whatever
you
you're
gotta
thinking,
watch how you
Tarook?
talk.
It is the opposite of.
2, you speak when spoken to. 3,
May
eye
I
contact.
point out, and I'm going to make an effort to keep my voice down here on the street.
Sure.
What with the information after our incident, the light that you guys divulged, I would assume this is a good place for you guys to do some of your more clandestine business. A little bit, some elbows to brush with that might be able to point us all in the right direction with the developments of the group we're looking into. There might be some information, but tact is key. Have fun, but at the same time, it might be prudent to let certain members of the party take point on a couple of things if you want to take full advantage of this opportunity for your business, is what I'm saying.
I lean in and whisper to Beldan, so don't let Tarook talk and don't say the word cult.
I mean,
Exactly.
you've already seen what our clandestine looks like, so I mean, now you know why I want to watch the show.
why I gotta be the one to be silenced? I'm just saying. Listen, my people's skills
'Cause of
are
that.
way better than
That-
your people's
See,
skills.
Tarook, you see everything you're doing right now? That's why.
I mean, all right. What if I put on a voice for them? Do you
I wanna
That
hear
think?
the
would
voice.
probably make it worse.
No, I want to hear the voice.
I
this
mean, I'm just,
What's your voice?
you know,
I want to
I'm
hear
just
your
saying.
hoity-toity voice. Let's
Right
hear
now. No, show us the voice, Tarook.
I can't just do it now. I gotta be
Well,
like,
then don't do it.
I gotta be like in the moment.
That,
You know what I
true,
mean?
True words were never said, Lady V. True words were never said.
Uh,
So hard to keep a straight face sometimes.
oh gosh.
Oh.
Missed you guys. I want you to know that.
Miss you too, Tim.
I just try to murder you guys so much. Sometimes you make it so easy.
Now I will say
Yeah.
there's other like tough people like guards there, I'm sure.
Yep,
But they're not
yes.
in the party. They'll be in like the guard area. That might
It's-
be Tarook could do most of his
Yeah.
for the
Some of the info that'll help you guys before we just jump to it. I mean, it is the Chamberlain of Harite's estate, his manor. So there's going to be his own security as well as any personal entourage of anybody who of import who's there. So there's going to be plenty of security.
Also, Torrin, I know you made a slight mention, and again, working to keep my voice down, of interest in escalating hostilities. Parties like this, people love to chat and talk about the politicking, and it might be a higher caliber of politicking talk than you can usually find. So if you were interested in information on that, I think this could be a very good place to do that.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I don't know if I'm going to try to dive too much into any conversations, but I'm definitely going to listen. I feel like, especially where we are, there are going to be a lot of, lack of a better term, a lot of eyes on me. Like, hey, what's that doing over there? But I don't know.
Do I know? So would I know a lot about the kind of political climate for Dragonborn?
Absolutely. That's why I'm not going to make you roll anything for it, because it's kind of common knowledge at this point that tensions are heightened between the Draconic Empire and the Human Kingdom.
Right.
So where it won't be immediate suspicion upon seeing him, Torrin is going to, common sense would dictate Torrin's going to have eyes on him.
But that could be a very good thing. I'm just saying, with Beldan's help, and I'm more than happy to help you guys up until the point where I need to kind of duck out for business. I'm more than happy to help you guys play the game, the chess game, the party talking chess game. I'm more than happy to help you guys with that.
Hope you play the Game of Thrones. No.
Anything.
I give a horribly toothy grin, just like, like,
I'm just saying, a large reason of why I even invited you guys to this is mostly because knowing that you all have some interest in figuring out some things that could very well have a large effect on the climate that interferes with my life.
I thought it was mostly because Tarook deep fried those 2 bandits, but whatever.
Sure. I have a vested interest in any information you all might get. And the shock and awe nature sometimes of, some strange and interesting characters can get a lot of conversation going at these parties if you play it right. I'm just saying.
Shock and awe.
You could use some shock and awe. If you play it right, it could be useful to see. What I'm trying to get at is I feel like he might be a bit of like a curio. Even if we play it right, it might not be an immediate like, oh my god, or kind of like that's interesting, that's odd. And get,
well, would you look at that kind of
shock and awe, you say?
No,
not
that
kind
you
of
stop
shock.
right there.
How about this?
All right.
How about we have a special word?
I walk off with a smile on my face.
Tarook, there will be a special word for shock and awe. The word is Jenga.
I need you guys to know when we get there, I'm coming in separately than you guys. I'm just letting you know.
At a gasoline towards Corallos. What is Jenga?
The game.
I haven't the slightest.
Okay. I thought it was just me.
I
know I'm clueless on most things.
You're not alone in this one, my friend. I just look
game children play.
Well,
it's a game
apparently
things go very bad very quickly.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the name of this period.
So okay, so if things go sideways, the board is Jenga. I guess since Beldan wants to attend, is that the right word, Beldan? Attend separately?
I feel like it'd be a little easier to get you guys out of anything if I'm, you know what I'm saying?
If you're, I get you, friend.
Well, you could always pose as the employer. That would make a lot of sense too.
I've seen what they can do. It's better this way. Just trust me.
What, like total separation until needed type thing?
Not really. We could mingle in there, but like we definitely want to just be separate entities. Just to start. Just it's okay.
I feel like one of us should definitely be with the more problematic. I mean,
you mean Tarook? Say it. You mean Tarook?
Tarook and you, because you raise a valid point that it's going to take some finessing to get your presence to be more interesting than intimidating.
Okay, I'll hang out with them.
Now, if the two of them stay near the guards and look menacing, that right there will explain away anything.
I mean, that was my only option. I don't talk well. I just kind of stand here and look scary.
Oh, but we still want you to talk well in your cute little armor.
I don't talk good. Yay, that's back. Anywho, I suggest Tarook and Torrin probably stay with the guards and look menacing. Kind of their job.
I can do this.
Stay near us and look menacing.
The last thing on the trail of that conversation, Midagas kind of goes, so should I go?
Oh.
The gala?
I immediately look at Beldan.
I don't know. A lot of things can happen in a gala, and if he gets jostled the wrong way, or
I won't lie this time. I would like to go this time, but
You know what, Metagast?
Don't know how that would work.
Yeah, no, you're coming with us.
Yeah.
Metagast has one of those. Metagast is going to come with us.
Yeah. I mean,
he's part of the security.
Well, I mean, yeah, exactly. And if you need, a face, I could help with that.
Can he show to a gala in full?
Yeah, there's plenty of guards.
He will be a personal retainer.
Yeah. Maybe not.
I like that.
Maybe not.
I like that idea.
Maybe not. Like
Can you do that self-alter thing again?
Weapons. I'm pretty sure none of us can bring in weapons. Would I know that, or is that a thing we'll find out when we get there?
At this point, you've been to events where, weapons were allowed, but they were pretty much like ornamental, symbolic in nature for status purposes, not for practicality. But the whole thing about you guys carrying weapons into here will be on your selling them as security.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
You know what I mean?
I mean, as long as they're not any more or less like more armored than the guards there, if they can pretend to not be more armored than the guards there, I think I can make that happen.
Right.
What's,
Carrying weapons shouldn't be an issue. If you, and this is just DM talking now, I mean, it's up to you guys if you want to try to hide them. It's up to you if you just want to just have them out in the open and just, not bluff your way, but basically present yourself as security. Mm-hmm. And that's you guys' call.
I'm just curious now. What about my status with that? Just asking.
Yeah, you're going to be accepted regardless of what you have on you.
Yeah, I feel like between me and Beldan, it shouldn't be a hard time at all. As long as you guys don't do anything crazy or violent.
I mean, think of it also like, you walk into a party and you're just, got your sword slinging around in your hand. I mean, that's going to draw attention. But if it's sheathed, there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of security here. Okay. So, I mean, they may, you don't know. It depends. They may ask to see your weapons. You don't know. But as far as what you're figuring, as long as you can buy them as your security, that shouldn't be too big of an issue.
All right.
And I'm just going to have my maces hooked to my side.
Yeah, I just got my hammer.
Out of my hands.
Available can you needed. Cast that spell on Metagas again?
Tonight, I'm not entirely sure. It's sort of a. I don't have any natural affinity for the arcane, not like Beldan or Corallos. I don't really have that skill. It's whatever the goddess chooses to bless me with at the time of my asking. It's sort of finicky that way. I can't always guarantee it's something I'll be able to do. It's sort of it's whatever she deems fit for the occasion and the time, sort of a thing.
Sounds like my breath.
So it could be very limited, or it could happen in the moment. It's very spontaneous. I can't always guarantee it, but if I can, I'd absolutely love to if I can help it. But tonight it might be a little bit of a toss up.
So Metacast, leave your helmet on, please.
Yeah.
Please. But you're more than welcome to come with us.
It is a very pretty suit of armor, right? It's not like gross.
He's got a bow
No,
on.
it's not gross. No.
Cool.
It's old but in decent condition.
Interesting. It's an antique. These people love old shit.
There we go.
Let's go antiquing.
We're going antiquing. So I'm assuming we're just getting ready for the party.
Yeah, I was kind of just buying time until Nat came back.
I'm so sorry, you guys.
No, you're fine. You're fine. No, I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yeah, I kind of needed that back.
No.
Yeah, hey, the last time someone gave someone a hard time at this party, we end up going instrument shopping.
Don't you worry, you're getting them.
Oh, I don't think anyone's gonna get. Well, don't worry. Nothing's happening with my bow and arrow.
So if we're on to the getting ready portion, the only noteworthy thing I'd like to say, and I'm assuming the guys will be like in the tavern downstairs waiting on us, I'm sure.
Probably.
Yeah, I already finished. I'm down to drinking already.
Yeah, Beldan's like, well, I'm done. Time to drink.
Yeah.
Down in the tavern.
Like constantly checking and rechecking my new chainmail, but like, do I look good? I feel like.
So who had the bag of holding? Because I need to get a purchase that I had out of the bag of holding. Okay, I'm gonna Beldan before I go up to my room. And me and Nat, we were sharing a room, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
My
So
understanding.
I'm gonna get my purchase. I'm gonna take from Beldan what I bought, and while we're getting ready, I'm gonna lay out, do the whole routine, lay out all the cosmetics, and just tell Nat that again, everything's welcome to you.
Wow.
If you need help, I can do that too.
I might for this.
I also I know that a condition was that you didn't want to wear a dress. So I found you something. And I'm going to give you what is like, it's not a dress. It's like it's all mesh basically. And it's like a cape. So it's like a big cape with sleeves and it's all see-through like white material. Oh. You can't even really see the material because it's just stars. It's silver. So it's like a big cape. And I think I have a picture. Yeah, kind of like that. So it's just like silver.
Wow.
And it can go over whatever you're wearing. So you could wear like nice leathers underneath and just kind of have that like ornamental bit. And yeah, not a dress, just a very lovely cape. Thought that might do.
D&D fashions. Suck it, everybody else.
Lady V's fashion. This is very kind. V,
you're a hard bargainer. You got it in. You got it into the contract. It was all you.
Well,
I rise to the occasion.
Well, thank you. In case you haven't realized, I'm not very good at saying thank you very much, but thank you for this.
It was nothing at all. If you'd like me to, and I can do your hair and stuff if you need me to.
Why not? Let's make it.
Go for the kill.
Fish, just something like a lovely, loose, easy to work with, like long braid kind of thing. Very decorative. Yeah. I'll do that. But while I'm doing that, though, I'm just sort of, I don't know how to say this without it sounding jarring.
Just go for it. Just shoot.
I had thought the madam was grooming you for something, but spending a little more time, I can see that's not something in your future or desire to have in your future.
Groom,
she might have picked you out for something. That's what I'm saying.
You've worked with the madam, you kind of know what I don't know in particular what she would be grooming like for. I mean, well, I've always just
I thought she picked you out for the rest of the work, honestly. That's what I assumed. I haven't seen her show much interest in pretty much anybody.
I mean, that's not really all that jarring. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It hasn't been something that has, it's never been anything I've kind of pushed out. If that makes sense. I mean,
not something you want.
I mean, not particularly, but if an opportunity would present itself, I may not turn it down.
Interesting. Well, you definitely keep all your roads open, don't you?
Yeah, being a hunter, you have to.
Well, and I'm gonna finish your face and just with like silver, like definitely silver lining your eyes and dark and just very, very feminine, but also sort of like there but not there, very natural but also stunning in the best way I can, and just kind of, you'll obviously do amazing in whatever you choose to do.
Thank you. And this is beautiful too, but just really stupid question. If I sweat, will this get in my eye and hurt?
Don't rub your eyes too much. And if there's if you feel something, don't poke at it. Just kind of hold your eye open until it goes away. Blink a lot.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
I'm gonna take your word on this.
I've watched you fight. It won't do a lick of damage, I promise.
I'm trusting you with my eye here, V, because I
I need these are the money makers.
The money makers.
Money makers and your life protectors.
This is very true. Oh.
Well, I think we've kept the gentleman waiting long enough.
Definitely.
I mean, you can finish. I don't know what you need to do to finish getting yourself ready.
Yeah, no, I did my face and just like wine dark, like bright blackberry dark lipstick and sort of like very, very winged look. And then, I'm going to use, I brought several dresses, but I'm going to use the Omni dress to kind of mimic one of them. And it's just, it looks like It looks like sea foam. It's like a bright, light sea foam green, and it's like not ruffles, but it's stitching. It's also
it's so like the material kind of like gathering, or
it's like
I getcha.
Every layer is see-through, but there's so many layers layered up that it looks like waves kind of brushing up.
Yes. Okay. I know exactly how you're.
Yeah. Long train, very bright blue, kind of very contrasting with the dark hair and the dark everything, and it just sort of like a stunning contrast with jewelry. Very, very 9 yards.
I want to start talking about ale the way Lady V talks about dresses.
Let me have this. This is the first time.
I look at just the mounds of fabric and I look back at V. I don't know how you do it. If I tried to walk in this thing, I would be going front end over foot. Like I'd be like spinning.
It was one of, honestly, and I can't believe I'm not exaggerating here. I'm gonna tell you this while we're walking down, kind of like leading you down. I can't believe I'm not exaggerating. It's one of the first things they taught us. It took a significant amount of mastering, believe it or not. Because you have to, think about it, you also have to be able to dance and sing and play any instrument that is really laid in front of you, and you can't go passing out. And you have to, of course, you have to walk in the shoes all night. And there's definitely shoes. There's shoes.
Shoes.
I don't think I could be a girly. I don't think I'm a girly girl. It scares me. It terrifies me more than any animal I've ever tried to come across.
That's fascinating.
Fear of my own femininity.
You know what I didn't do is I didn't order like any kind of carriages. Is that down at the front desk kind of thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to assure Nat that she is one of the fiercest I've ever met. And I truly mean that. And then I'm going to go order a couple carriages for us.
Yeah, no problem.
She is fierce in her own way, V. You're fierce in your own way. So
I guess we just meet the guys in the bar.
Yeah, as you make your way down, you just basically coming on the tail end of a conversation of Meta guy saying, "See, I buffed it," and his armors. It still kind of looks old, but it's really shiny.
You look very handsome, Sir Metagast.
And look at you two.
Wow,
man.
Oh,
the most precious of gems from the deepest of minds. Got nothing on you two.
Wow. Thank you.
I did have a question for you, Beldan. And
yes.
Matt, do you have your bow on you?
I always do.
So can you use what you or Corallos use what you were taught? I was thinking if you made the bow look silver, it would look more ornamental than weapon, and there wouldn't be much of a hassle with,
so you're saying to make it
Artemis here getting her bow taken away.
Yeah, especially if it could save someone's life.
So you want us to make it look ornamental?
Yeah, like silver. Make it look like a decorative ornamental bow.
Well, I think Corallos has been at it a lot longer than I did. I'm pretty sure he could do it. He taught me.
I don't. Nothing would last long enough.
What, doesn't prestidigitation last an hour?
Yeah, but that doesn't.
It doesn't have to last the whole night just to get it in.
It's not going to change the look of an item, though.
Oh, it won't? Shoot.
No.
Okay, never mind. I thought you could do that.
No, I can make an image that fits in my hand, but I can't make the whole bow.
Oh, okay.
Silver.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be like a minor illusion thing, wouldn't it? My bad. I got
Which
the
only
spell.
lasts a minute. Yeah.
Well, maybe put it underneath the cape and they won't notice.
I got it.
I think we're gonna do a fair amount of talking anyways to get.
Honestly, they'll probably be distracting.
What was that, Torrin?
Huh? What?
I didn't hear what you said.
Nothing at all.
You just hear a metal gauntlet kind of hit your shoulder, just like tap tap, and that's it.
We're Torrin so tongue tied and tail twisted.
I like tail twisted. That's adorable.
That's a cute one. I like that.
That's adorable.
Oh.
Knock off 25 gold V for renting a carriage.
Okay.
That's it.
Okie dokie. If you guys are ready, anybody else have anything they need to do?
No,
Nope.
Can't say I do.
Let the shit show begin.
Oh man,
Let's get the dumpster fire.
Everybody ready.
So
Yes.
there any I'm ever gonna be.
The so
Uh-oh.
Oh man, rough.
Uh-oh.
there's nothing else when the carriages arrive. I'm assuming they can carry all of us, like a couple of them.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna let everybody else kind of load up, and I want to pull Corallos back before we leave.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It's just me and him. Did everybody else get in? Like, just kind of.
Yeah. This is
We're loaded.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just want to be like,
everybody else
Corallos, can I have a word?
Sure.
Listen, whatever you do for necessity or pleasure is certainly none of my business. And I just want to mention that where we're going, there might be a lot of temptations. And if you feel the need to put those sticky fingers of yours to work, I just want to say, if you're going to do something, do it right. And I'm going to hold up a coin purse.
Yeah, she shows you your coin purse.
Oof.
Ooh,
Nice.
ooh, ooh.
You ain't got no coins.
If you get
As you look down and check your belt, it's missing.
That is
what belt?
awesome.
Hilarious.
if you get caught, I might not be in the mind to do anything about it.
I'm here.
But I'm certainly not touching. Gotta walk into the carriage.
Is there a seat outside of the carriage I can sit on?
You could, for lack of better terms, you could sit shotgun with the driver if you wish.
Fantastic.
Krause is like these crazy chicks.
Yeah, making me dance and stuff. God.
You're crazy.
Crazy women.
So anyway,
Mister, we are the weirdos.
So, anything else prior before I go into my spiel?
Nope.
Spiel away.
Dumpster
Spiel
fire.
away. All right. It does not take long for the carriages to reach the Chamberlain's estate. Basically a white fenced-in perimeter around just the land, and a paved road that leads from the front gate almost about maybe a mile and a half until you even get to the building. And what you see is it's huge. This is definitely the stately Wayne Manor kind of on size. It is huge. Obviously, being Chamberlain of one of the 12 pillars in the east has its advantages. This is very huge estate. There are countless porters and people accepting carriages, and it's like a straight line of people being dropped off, and just all these elegantly dressed noblemen and women of different races, and it's a big to do. Immediately, as you are getting really close to the estate, I want the whole party, if you would, go ahead and roll me perception checks.
Okay.
Seventeen.
11.
11.
19.
14. Oh,
19.
18.
18.
Good job, Tarook.
Party's doing
Good job,
very, very well. Anybody who rolled over a 15, you notice. Off to the right, there's very few mounts and carriages that are basically being stabled per se. But there are a few. What immediately hits your eye is there is a very simple cart and horse off to the side. It kind of stands out because it's not as opulent as everything else. That the only reason it catches your eye is it just kind of looks very plain, and it doesn't stand out. I mean, it does stand out, but it doesn't fit with everything else around. The other thing that you notice off to the side are bridled and saddled 2 firebirds the size of horses.
Wow.
2 phoenixes bridled and saddled the size of horses. One has feathered orangish red colors in it. The other one a stark blue. And both birds are almost troughed and set off to the side, apart from everything else.
Like they're somebody like rode them, or they are like.
Yeah, that's what they got saddles and everything on them. Okay. These are 2 Firebirds large enough for people to ride.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Other than that, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. Like I said, it's basically, think of this like going to like a like an opening event at the theater. You are like, there's just a line of carriages and everything. It takes a little while for you just to get on the grounds and to get out of the carriage, and they kind of take the carriage and trail off. It's basically a drop-off kind of thing, and the people are kind of being picked up later after the event is over. As you guys look, it's multi-storied manor, a lot of white and porcelain and statuesque, and very opulent, very obnoxious, for lack of better terms.
I like that.
Lots of light and colors.
Yeah. And you guys, as you are ushered up, you are basically stopped by, I guess you could call them the equivalent of a valet / guard. And they are basically a, invitation. Who might you be?
Oh yeah, I have that right.
Yeah, you got that covered.
I go up next to her too.
Thank God, thank you.
Yeah, you got that covered because you
forgot the invitation.
Right.
Oh,
no.
The party.
Somebody go back to the hotel, grab the tickets. No, no, yeah, you've got that. You've got that covered, V. You've got it on you.
Yeah.
And basically, with, like I said, it's like think of he has armor on, but it's just very shiny and very
fancy.
Think Arthurian knight, just bright white armor. And it's a bit much. And he goes, who might you be? Invitations, please.
So from the carriage or wherever we're at, I'll introduce myself as Lady Berenice Ivania, and my traveling companion, Lord Beldan.
Ambassador of Stone, and I hand out. I show him my letter, my seal.
Oh yeah, and he just, Master Dwarf, it's welcome. Thank you for coming. And who might these people be? And he's kind of looking quizzically at the party.
Attendants and employees, various.
Certainly. He's kind of looking at Tarook and Torrin in particular. Kind of like,
Sir, it's kind of dangerous travel sometimes by myself, so a little extra muscle is necessary sometimes.
I'm literally just sitting there, arms crossed, not saying anything, just
okay. Beldan, go ahead and roll the persuasion.
Oh boy.
15.
Nice.
15. Nice. 12.
Good job.
Very well. You may, if you have any arms on you, you are welcome to keep them on you. However, brandishing such items will be treated most harshly by the Chamberlain's security forces. As long as we have an understanding about that, any security that you bring along with you is welcome to keep their weapons.
Thank you, sir.
Much appreciated. Thank you very much.
And he kind of nods and handing the invitation back to you and the ambassadorial note, kind of motions for all of you to enter.
Whoa.
Man, I hate being so fancy.
Just hanging there, Beldan, until you get some mail.
And in the back, chink, 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 chink.
I feel like he fits in probably pretty well.
Yeah. He kind of they kind of nod to him, and he doesn't. Metagas doesn't say a word. He just nods and chink, chink.
Metagas, you're doing a wonderful job.
Yes.
You just hear the thank you from inside the helmet. As you as you enter, it's a bit much. It is think of a mixture between Terra and like the interior of the Titanic from the movie. Like that's like the
You might as well just say there's leopard print on the walls, dude.
it's a bit much. It's you do, by the way, Nat, there is a chandelier.
Yes!
Legendary Nat action chandelier shot.
But
well, we know if shit hits the fan, we've
Just
got
gotta look
an
over at
exit.
Tarook and be like, "Sorry."
well,
Tarook.
that's why I mentioned it. It's about 5 times the size of the one that was in the luxurious
It's
light.
like, oh man, Tarook,
It
you won't make it out of
has-
that.
I feel like I just had my Christmas and my birthday. Oh.
It has huge amounts of metal and crystal,
That drool
and
a little.
it actually gives off different colored ambient lighting, and it is huge. And you see the chain that holds this thing is like
It's so thin.
no, it's huge actually, like huge thick chain link,
Oh,
like
man.
it
Oh.
like several inches thick chain link that holds this thing up.
Just kind of look at Nat.
Somebody
No,
really
Nat.
wanted this thing. Yeah.
To stay in
Sorry, go
place.
ahead.
I just
Nat's
stare
just
at it like
calculating how many arrows it would take. Like, no, Nat, no.
That's
This is a
jump off me
party.
on the nose like Mr. Kitty.
Yeah, no,
No.
it's
No.
it's Nat, I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. A single arrow would not knock a link out of that chain.
Whew.
Let's clear all this off the table before this starts.
Just throwing that
Yeah.
out there. I just
Well,
I'm-
wait. That's a normal arrow, right? That's a normal one.
Nat's
Oh
just
my
licking her
God.
lips like, yes,
Yeah.
She's like,
Yeah.
I can kill so many innocents with this. Yes.
But
You're
yeah,
dropping on
but
so many party members.
but using something for reference that I know everybody would recognize, like I said, think Gone with the Wind and the inside of the Titanic all mixed into one. And this is a lot of red carpeting, just name it. Priceless artwork paintings on the walls. I mean, it is huge. It's this first, if you want to call it a foyer, if you want, it's a circular chamber with this huge chandelier, very, like I said, opulence and art, tapestries.
Tapestries.
I love it. I love that
hope you
little
got that
throw.
reference. Hope you like that reference. Yeah, it's
If you know, you know.
Yeah,
So we just gotta steer
a
Nat
lot.
away from the underneath to no, Nat. No.
Yeah.
Somebody tall enough,
Yeah,
boop her on the
Minigas is
nose.
just kinda
No,
looking up
Nat.
going,
No.
he goes, that could kill a small child. Just looking at it.
I think you could do more than that, Metagas.
No, Nat.
But as you are not ushered, but as you're basically coaxed into this basic common area, it's almost like a ballroom. It's huge, open, and it's a huge room full of nobles dressed in very opulent, garish clothing. And yeah, you know where you are. This is the casino in the James Bond movie. That's where we're at.
Lots of red.
Wow.
Lots of red. I wore
Yeah.
blue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good at my
Oh,
craft.
my contrast girl.
Yeah.
Love it.
Contrast.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah,
Hey.
it's
You're born to stand out, baby.
it's a crowded room. What you do notice is there are security guards that are posted at different corners of the room. From time to time, you see them walking around, but it's not like an aggressive stance. But they're there. You do notice that they are there. Right now, you've just been in this common area ballroom, is where you're at now, and it's just a sea of people. The ambient noise is just the sound of some silverware of dinnerware of people drinking, but it's a lot of standing room and a lot of conversation going on.
Do we recognize the Chamberlain in the room, or is he not here yet?
Roll an investigation.
Flat 12.
Flat 12. No, you don't see him. He could be in this mass of humanity. But from what you remember from earlier in the day, his entourage was fairly close to him, so you don't see a parting of the sea. So you don't see him yet.
Probably will show up later.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. If anybody has anything before I start asking for rolls.
This is I've had to play these silly games before. Is there anybody there that I would recognize, so I could maybe establish us a nice little, you go to those parties and you get your base, you know what I mean? That's what we need right now.
We need a home base.
We need that table, that corner, that anchor. That's what we need right now.
Okay.
To support the wall.
I know what you're looking for. Beldan, go
Yeah.
ahead, roll me investigation.
Ooh. Oh no, 18 flat.
18.
Nice.
Which, you do find it's a lot of crowded people. It's crowded, a lot of standing room only. But what you do find is there's this seating area, and there's where people are sitting on one end, and there's like a corner of it open. You do find like a corner of like a seated bench area where people were sitting. It's enough for a couple of you to sit and a couple of you to maybe stand around and kind of
Nice.
put a back shield.
All right, guys,
around,
follow me. Follow me.
You
Do I
got
see
it.
anybody that I would recognize or need to make some polite rounds with? Anybody just casually, or is it just mostly?
I was gonna get there, but basically you found your little anchor in the room where you guys can kind of sit up, and
ours.
you do have a couple people who are waiting that are basically what you see is very beautiful silver platters with these champagne glasses on them, and they are being offered to everyone.
Oh.
What you see is a elven server who comes up and he goes, if you please, champagne, anyone?
By any
Oh
chance,
my.
you wouldn't have any
The
ale
elves
back
are
there, would you?
serving. This is a fancy party.
Too fancy for my liking.
Ale, Master Dwarf, I will see if we have any, and if so, it will be brought to you immediately.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Start off with the old weird request to establish your dominance over the waiting staff.
I already know how this.
You played the game well.
Listen here, Lady V. This is you know how these parties work. Stand out. People get curious. People come to you.
He also kind of goes into like a rehearsed spiel of we have over 200 different types of wine and blah blah. And you get the idea. He just
look at him. It's
goes into his different
something red, please.
Certainly. And he's kind of looking at everyone.
You know what? I'd like the ale and a red too. Whatever red you bring her.
Okay, that's two reds. Anyone else?
No,
I'm okay, thank you.
Without saying anything, I just reach for one of the champagnes and pull it back.
Okay.
I'm so proud of you, but you could use your words.
Tarook?
I promise you.
Tarook, no. Nope. He just kind of nods and goes, very well. And
I think Tarook is doing the look menacing thing. I love it.
Yeah.
Love
He's just
it.
He knows it's wrong.
Awesome.
I don't drink on the job. I got it. I like it.
And then I feel like
I
I'm going to be
dig it.
sneaking. I'm going to be sneaking Tarook like glasses while nobody's looking. It's like here.
I take the strong silence.
It takes a few minutes. He does come back with wine for whoever wants it. Beldan, you do get your ale. It is a dwarven ale.
Oh, look at you guys. I'm just trying to smell. Oh, that's a fine.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a. Yeah.
Is it woody or spicy?
Oh, it's both.
Yep.
I haven't had that in
It's
a
a
while.
stout. It's a very stout. Stout.
This will
ale.
put hair on everything. Anybody want to try it?
I like the amount of hair that I have, Beldan, but
It's an
thank you.
expression, Nat.
With you, I'm just gonna stay away.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's not me being specious either. You hairy
Now,
beast.
Specious.
if the party will, including me, because I'm rolling for Midagast, roll me perception checks.
Okay.
It's funny that you also have to follow your own commands.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nat 20.
Woohoo!
Ooh.
Oh,
17.
net 22.
Hey!
18.
That's so apropos.
Dude, that's crazy.
I got a 15.
Yay.
15.
Woo!
15.
Way to go, Corallos.
What'd you get, Tarook?
9.
9.
I'm
Sneeze.
All right. Tarook, not a whole lot. It's a crowded room. There's a lot
Bless
of
you,
people
Beldan.
going back and
Thank you.
forth. You don't recognize anybody, Tarook. It's
Shocking.
it's a lot of foot traffic and a lot of talking. Even for you, there's times where you're just kind of like, this is too much. It's kind of like it kind of annoys you a little bit. Let's go to the nat 20s before I go to the other people. V. You do see a couple things catch your eye upon scanning the room. You do see a light blue robed elf, long black hair, and you attend these events. The robes don't look familiar. It's more than just the person doesn't look familiar. The robes doesn't look familiar, and you've never seen anyone dressed that way at an event like this. It's simple.
But it's nice, like kind of thing.
I was gonna say almost formal robes, but with a light blue highlight to them. There's also a marking on the back of a pyramid with an eye in the middle of it.
Ooh. Too many eyes, bro.
Also, beyond that figure that catches your eye, you do notice there is a dwarf mixed in conversation with a couple people. One moment while I get the description out. I've got a lot of notes for this event, guys, so please be patient. He's about Beldan's height. However, you're looking at kind of a graying, balding on the top, but with long hair. Balding, but with long hair for what he has left. Beard that's kind of twisted in different knots. It's almost like a multi-knot beard coming down. Fits the description of somebody.
Cool.
All right. Beldan, with a nat 20, you see coming into a different chamber off to the side. You looking out of the ballroom, you do see a procession walk by one of the back ways into the ballroom. Security group lined up, what you assume is the Chamberlain. So the entourage looks very familiar from what you saw before. So he's here, but he hasn't made his grand entrance into the ballroom yet. Also, in your mind, you hear a telepathic voice. She's here if you're curious.
Good work, Mr. Kitty. Keep me posted.
Well, that's why I'm telling you. I followed her and her friends here and then lost them.
Okay. That's good to know, Mr. Kitty.
A couple of her friends went in, but she stayed with the cart.
So she's outside.
And then disappeared.
Okay. Well, since you can't follow them anymore, why don't you go ahead and take 5, Mr. Kitty?
Okay.
Sweet. So I'm gonna let the party know everything you just told me because there isn't any reason for me not to. About both Angel and her buds. So they're here for some reason, and we lost her completely. So she's poof. And about the Chamberlain too. So maybe we can sidle up and have a conversation before he's bombarded.
For the rest of you, Torrin, Corallos, Nat, and Nitagast, you see off to the side 2 armored figures conversing amongst themselves, kind of off to the side from a lot of the conversations that are happening and a lot of the mingling of a lot of the nobles. You see these two armored figures, one with sandy brownish hair down to his shoulders, clean shaven, very young, human. The other is another human, but shorter hair, kind of almost cut into, like somebody tried to do a flat top, but he couldn't quite pull it off. Goatee. And they both have very interesting armor that they are wearing. The chest plates are bird wings that are crossed that cover kind of a darker steel. Dark steel, a dark like a charcoal color to the steel. The chest plates, two crossed wings. Both of them human, one with sandy brown hair, shoulder length, clean shaven, the other with like a half flat top goatee. You notice them standing off to the side.
Are we able to? Are we close? Are we close enough to like maybe be able to hear them, or is there too much background noise?
I'm gonna say, Nat, you specifically roll a perception check for me.
Okay. Oh, perception! You have not failed me yet. 16.
16. Not bad. You do not hear the whole conversation. You're only hearing broken bits and pieces between the two. It is very low. There was a high DC on it because there's a lot of people talking and it's a crowded room. And yeah, but with you get a couple phrases between the two. The long-haired one, you catch I don't see it.
Oh wait.
The other one, and you get the answer from the other one was just keep looking.
I'm sorry, you froze and I didn't catch
Okay, the long-haired one said, "I don't see it," and the short-haired one with the goatee said, "Just keep your eyes open." That's it.
Okay. I wonder what they're looking for. I lean over towards my group and I said, someone's looking for something, and I just kind of cast my eyes over toward the guards very subtly.
She nods her head over to the two guys with the bird winged armor.
I'm just gonna look over there. It's like, what's wrong with that guy's hair, man?
Yeah, he tried to do a flat top. It just didn't quite.
It's inspired. It's better than the multi-knot. That kid's going places.
Oh dear.
You only knew.
We're in danger.
Okay. So whoever, whatever. You have a crowded room. I've given you some people of interest that you've noticed in the room.
Before we move anywhere in the room, Tim, do I see any other Dragonborns in the room?
Roll me a perception.
Landed sideways. Hold on.
Matter of fact, switch that up. Make it investigation because you're specifically looking for Dragonborns.
14.
14. You don't see any. Not at the first glance.
Okay.
Now, I will tell you, with your perception roll and everything, you're not being stared at, by the way. Not, you have caught a couple side glances your way, but it's not like, a room of 100 people all just went and started looking at you.
Right.
You get a couple side glances, but nobody's going to make a thing out of it. You are an intimidating looking person as well, so it's not.
Good.
Good. I was kind of going for that.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll ask the party. Any first moves? Any ideas on first moves? It's up to you guys. This is a bit of a for you guys kind of thing, as far as if anyone of note stands out to you.
Well, I already let everybody know what I saw.
Yeah, that's definitely concerning, because I would know that getting in here isn't easy if you don't have connections, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I just kind of look at. It's like, oh yeah, it's like, oh, forgot something. It's like so the scroll's got a little, I guess the seal, the stone or whatever, because no one's gonna know unless it's there. So I'd like to say there's a little spot for it. You know what I mean? That's my armor. It's like, hold on a second, I forgot something. It's like bloop.
Right.
There we go. Sorry, guys. Official stone of office. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready now. We're good.
And I had already told the party about the two guards.
The conversation of the two winged armored gentlemen.
I don't recognize them, do I? They don't ring a bell. Like they're not like a guard or mercenary group. I would know.
Roll me history check.
Oh no!
You know what?
Ooh.
I'd like to. Can I take part in that as well? Because
I will allow Beldan to assist you, which means that both of you can roll, or you can roll with advantage.
Beldan.
I'll give you the roll with advantage. You take the advantage. It'll just be like, yeah, you got
Risky
it.
bet, bro.
I mean, all right, you both want to do it together? You want to do it together? I'll do it together with you.
The DC is high.
16.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we're doing it together.
Go ahead, Beldan.
18.
All right.
All my investigation stuff's flat.
Plus a 0.
Yep,
18.
fat 0.
V, you got nothing.
Damn it.
You have never seen that armor before. You have never seen them before.
Just kind of
Beldan. With an 18
bubbles in the ale.
With an 18, Beldan, you do know of, and this is not common knowledge. And you would only know it from your knowledge of history and your status. You do know that on the surface, you have heard that there are ancient orders of what you don't have a word for it in Dwarven, but the only translation that comes to it is knights errant. But you know that that's not an accurate description. And you are making a bold assumption that these two might fit that bill.
Ooh.
It's the fanciest assumptions. I have my stone of office. It's the fanciest assumptions.
Yeah. And yeah, that's what the DC was high on this. That's
yeah,
why
I believe it.
So
right, that's what I think they are.
Uh-huh. You do know that on the surface there are ancient orders of knights errant. It is not a common thing. Not even many people on the surface know of it. It's not an open. This is not like, think of it in like real world terms. It's not like, everybody knows there's town guard. Everybody knows the basic knowledge of how society works. This is not one of those things.
And for us, that just doesn't exist. So it's like I don't even have a word.
You don't have a word for
like
what they do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So do you convey that to us, or do you?
Yeah, like I said, there's no reason to hide this. That's the best guess I can give you guys from
when he
my
says
travels
knights,
and just.
Do I think like mercenaries, or do I think like something
not
nicer?
Mercenaries, knights
You don't
errant, kind of like that. They got a purpose. It's their own purpose.
Who funds them? What do they do? Does they find a rich person and then they go do things for them?
I mean, maybe their purpose has something to do with it. Funding themselves. I can't really give you more than that because I've never run across them. And my people don't even have a word for it.
If anybody else wants to try who thinks they know history,
well,
are you smarter than a fifth grade?
I'll give it a roll, but I can't promise that I know anything.
23.
I know I could do the same.
Off of, I don't know, recognition
I
of
heard you,
someone's
Corallos.
armor.
Okay.
I don't know. That's the only thing that Torrin would guess.
I'll try.
If it's based off like
Alright.
a
Derek's
certain
gonna-
knight's armor.
Derek's gonna give it a shot.
Yeah. Nope. That's a 3.
14. I got a 14.
314, you got nothing.
Um,
I'm getting to you, Corallos. What'd you getting at?
17.
17.
No.
Damn.
Corallos with a 23.
Oh wow, buddy, good job.
You know one step beyond what Beldan knows. You do know throughout history there are mentions of 3 ancient orders on the surface that are independent of the crown. And this is the human kingdom. These are not entities found outside of Thurindia. There are 3 ancient orders, and they are self-governing, self-ran. They are independent of the crown. You have only heard stories of these. You don't know the names. You don't know who, what, where, when, why, but that's what you know.
Okay. Why are they here?
I don't like this.
So who should we pester first then? If you guys are curious, I mean, I guess we can sidle over there and maybe try to make acquaintance, at least.
Do they just kind of look like they're doing normal guard stuff, just in a special? Like, I'm assuming they're private hires or something.
But are they?
They're standing off to the side, kind of like the leaning against the wall, talking amongst themselves, kind of thing.
Okay, but they don't look like they're guests. They look like they're
drinking or eating.
Yeah, drinking or eating.
Neither one are drinking or eating.
Okay, so they could be standoffish guests, or they could be hired muscle. That's the way I'm ruling it. It's
Well, they're
up to
looking
you
for
guys.
something
I
now.
personally want to go talk to the woman in the blue robe.
Uh-huh.
Either on my own or with 1 or 2 people. So it's up to you guys if you want to go as like a big group or if you want to kind of stay here, do your own things. That's what I want to do. Up to you guys.
I'll go with you there.
Midagast doesn't say anything, but stands up and offers an arm, kind of staring directly at the one in robes.
Okay. To both of us or to me? Or to both of us?
Gonna tag along. Who's watching the table?
If Madagascar is gonna go with V, I'll keep an eye on the table.
Anybody can go. It just Midagast, he didn't say a word, and at the mention of going to talk to the one in robes, he stood up and offered his arm to V and was kind of like looking that way.
Right.
And I'll go with him.
Yeah.
Anybody else going?
Yeah, I'd like to go. Mingle. Why not? That's what you do.
Okay.
And when you're big and important.
I'll tell Beldan and Metagast on our way over. I'll just be like, I don't recognize her, and that's kind of saying something for me. I'm very interested.
As you walk up to her, she is off to the side, admiring one of the tapestries on the wall. Not really talking to anybody.
So do I either recognize the tapestry, like the kind of art style it is, or what does it kind of look like?
It is definitely, I'm going to say from the east, from the 12 pillars. It is an older work. It is the depiction of an ancient battle. There are, looking at the tapestry in particular, it is a lot of craggy mountains in the background. You see a shadow, a figure that's kind of shadowed and not given specific texture or color to it. Just a shadowed figure in the background, and you see kind of like a wasteland of a army that has been decimated on like an open, like an open desert.
Does it look like it's supposed to be more of like a somber thing, or is it like a victory, like the victory of the army, or is it sort of like a sad?
More of a somber thing? It has a little bit of a darker tone.
Okay, yeah. As we approach, I'm just gonna very like not spook her, but just politely as we walk up, just kind of mention, as I see her looking at it, just kind of just say, it's amazing how artists can really capture the sobriety of an instant with nothing but colors and thread.
It is, and it is beautiful, but sad.
Sad things can be beautiful sometimes. Although amidst all this revelry, it seems a little out of place.
I was thinking the same thing. It's a bit of a somber scene to put in the midst of all of this. That's why it caught my eye. Oh, my name is Violet, and she offers you a hand.
Pleasure, Berenice.
Pleasure.
This is my companion, Metagast.
And she kind of nods.
And I'll introduce Beldan, as well as the ambassador of the Stone, Sir Beldan.
Give her, a fancy dwarven bow. The things that are appropriate for court.
Sure. Yeah, courtly bow. You got
courtly
it.
Bow.
And she returns it. And she'll pleasure to meet you, Master Dwarf and Sir Metagast. What brings you to this event.
Yeah. Duty, unfortunately. Not often a lot of time for revelry. Trust me, I don't put on shoes like this if it's not part of the job.
Oh, sweetheart, don't I know?
Uh,
And she kind of mentions down with the robes. She is wearing like a heeled boot, very
Ugh.
elegant heeled boot, embroidered.
I dig it.
Yeah.
Lovely. I simply have to say that the craftsmanship I'm unfamiliar with of your attire was something that drew me over here more than the painting. I'd have to admit, it's piqued some curiosity.
She kind of nods at the comment, and well, yes, it is not common for many of my order to we do not frequent events such as this unless it is absolutely necessary.
Oh goodness, I can't imagine what monstrosity of a duty dragged you out to something this necessary.
Oh, politics. It's only ever politics.
It's only
Isn't that the truth?
politics. At least you can appreciate some finery though while you're here. Something a little bit somber but beautiful. Again.
Yes.
Even at parties like this, I feel interest can be found in even the strangest of places.
Yes, it is the depiction of this particular conflict which drew my attention to it. Notice that the creature in the background is not given detail, only the devastation that it wreaked.
Maybe it's a way of saying, maybe it's inclusive in a manipulative way. You can portray any face on that one. It's many forms, probably intentionally.
I believe that statement has more wisdom than even you intended.
Well, history's not always my strong suit, but perhaps I'll give that a bit of a look. Will you be in town long?
Oh, just long enough for this event, she says kind of sarcastically.
She's a lady after my own heart.
With any luck, the same here.
Yes.
Your order, however, if I may ask.
You may.
What order would that be?
I said you may ask.
Oh, you're a clever one. I'm
And
sorry.
she's
It was.
funny too.
I was curious.
She kind of winks at you. She goes,
I laugh a genuine laugh, and I'm like, sorry, that was crass of me. I was curious because my order is often at these things and doesn't have a choice. So a quieter life is always fascinating.
think of it more of a we keep to ourselves, more chroniclers and historians. Better to think of us as an order of historians and keepers of history for Thrandia. And that's what piqued my interest with this painting and also what brings me here. I believe that the Chamberlain may have some information regarding certain artifacts and relics that I'm interested in. I hear he's a collector.
So would those two gentlemen over there be friends of yours then? They seem to be, I guess you'd say out of place as you are?
As she just kind of looks over at the two. You're doing the two with the winged armor.
Yeah.
She just kind of looks over at him and she's like, I do not know them by name. They do not seem familiar to me. However, I have a suspicion. But
Tim, can you really quickly refresh my memory? The client I had right before during my first episode. Can you give me his name?
I can.
I wrote it down, but I can't. It's in my notes somewhere.
Yeah, I know. It's in mine as well. I've
I've
got all the info for this one. A moment, as you guys might want to role play something while I look this up.
Back at the table.
It's like I don't know how you guys can punish your feet for fashion.
Oh,
Not by choice. My eyes just kind of keep darting around as, just trying to keep an eye on things, make sure things are kosher.
Matt, you got to be a little less, I guess, be aware, but not be as obvious about it. At things like this, someone's always watching.
Just
The contact in question, I did not give you a name for, but what you do remember from that particular was that the person that you were interested in stole from a curator of the museum in Harite.
Right.
That would be the
I didn't know
interesting
his name.
about
I
that.
just knew his position. I didn't know his name.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Well, so
The one that you were interested in was a drow. We'll call him an acolyte of the Oracle at Daphne.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was the
your
client
first,
I met.
That was
right?
your first contact there. Yes.
That was my client that was there.
Yes, that was the client.
Okay, I never got his name. I just knew that he was.
I have it somewhere, but not
Oh,
readily.
okay.
It wasn't in the notes that I just pulled up.
Don't worry about it. Sorry.
Yeah, the name of that client, I will say, that wasn't important to this. The important thing of that assignment, the connection, if you want to go there, was that client stole artifacts from.
So I kind of wanted to bring that up. I wanted to like slip that into conversation, be like, I heard something. The biggest splash I'd heard about artifacts in the near future was something happening with an acolyte out of the Oracle of Daphne's temple.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recall much about it, but I just remember it was some troubling business. Hopefully that didn't have anything to do with. That didn't hinder you in any way. Just kind of slip that into conversation with her, see how she reacts.
She kind of cuts her eyes at you and she goes, "It does not affect me. However, I am aware of the theft of what you speak of. I was not my duty to pursue that, but I heard that the artifacts that were stolen have been found. Yes."
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Freak curiosity. I couldn't help but see if you knew any way that ended. I'm glad that they were recovered. It sounds like someone did their duty very well.
Getting a better look at this woman, for anybody who's there, I think Beldan and Midagast are the two that walked over. Black, raven-haired elven woman, thin but lighter skinned.
Okay.
And just for a little more clarification.
Okay. And I still don't I don't recognize where her clothes are from. They're not from or you said they were from the east, right? Like from the pillars? Or the milestones? Oh, okay, sorry. I thought you meant it was from farther east. Okay, makes sense. Yeah. Makes sense. Okay, well then if Beldan or Matt want to say anything.
No, well, not in the game, but I just wanted to see how she'd react to those two, Good.
Yeah. Midagast. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say Midagast just asks one question of her and just, you say that your interest lies in the history. Is it specifically of Thrandia, or are we talking multiple kingdoms such as the Draconic Empire further east? What exactly? And she kind of nods at him. She goes, well, specifically Thrandia and Thrandia's history. And there are many ancient relics and artifacts of import and of interest here. I do not venture outside of the kingdom, however. There are similar orders to mine elsewhere, though. He presses her one more time. Arcane artifacts or simply history? And she goes, a little of both.
6 of one, half of the other. It's funny how often those two intersect.
He just kind of nods with it.
Huh. Unfortunately, this is one of the better conversations I've had at these events so far, but I'm afraid it'd be rude to not cut it short here.
Yes. Pleasure to meet you both. And you, Master Dwarf.
As well as you.
Pleasure was ours. And just kind of politely walk away.
Right. She goes back to contemplating the painting.
It's like, Manacast, that was good. That was real good. But there's a lot of people to be asking stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
I think he was just asking about her Work. She seems secretive of it.
He stays quiet for a minute and then goes, I think she knows more than she's telling, and I don't know why.
I'm certain she knows more than she's telling, and she owes us absolutely nothing.
I'm certain she's in like direct competition with those fancy two over in the other part of the room there.
I will fill Beldan in briefly on the, or I'll fill them in briefly on the artifact stealing that happened recently, probably less than a month ago.
Sure.
Yeah, just briefly. Like there was some. I was on a trip with a client in Daphne not too long ago, and there was a big commotion about some kind of grave robbing or artifact stealing from the north. I believe it was.
Yep.
Yeah, from the north.
So Nat was with us too, right? It's like,
Oh, yeah.
just look over her. It's like, it looks like it's mystery and a party all over again.
Oh dear. Who do you think's gonna die first?
I don't know.
Oh Lord, gods.
Lady Vare, I apologize that I'm sorry it sounds so gruesome, but the last time that Beldan and I were at a party, someone died. And
It wasn't our fault.
actually, no, it was not our fault.
Put that in there. Not our fault.
No, it wasn't.
I'm just gonna pointedly walk away with Metagast and walk back to the table.
Was it something we said, Nat?
Not like storm off, just like
No, but like, yep, no
I can't,
conversation
like-
over.
if it's important, I'll find out.
Right.
Learn about it.
Sometimes the less,
All right.
sometimes the less they know, the better.
That's true.
Back to
What I know.
Torrin, Tarook, and Corallos.
How dark is it where we are?
It is very well lit.
Yeah, I figured I had to ask.
Oh Lord.
By the two in the wing plate armor.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere near them that's like not obvious? I'm trying to just walk over there just to listen. Is there somewhere that they wouldn't see me and like a?
All right, I'll give you investigation for this.
Okay, I'll take that. 12.
They're very well stationed in that room. They have their backs against the wall and have a very good line of sight on most of that room.
Okay, I'm gonna.
It would be very difficult. Like, there's no way to like sneak up behind them.
Okay, I'll stay put then.
All right. Tarook and Torrin?
I'm just staring at the lady in the blue robe, like fidgeting with my freaking nails staring.
Yeah. Tarook? Nothing? Nothing? All right.
Wait, who came back to the table? Or has anyone come back to the
I
table?
think
It's just the
everybody
three of
has
us?
at this point. Yeah. I think the party has rejoined.
Or in like chewing his nails, it just hit him on the leg. It's like, stop chewing your nails.
It's that lady. Did she say anything? I guess the right word was strange.
I give him the lowdown.
Yeah.
She was plenty strange, but that
seems to be our business.
Setting.
Strange.
Yep.
Sorry, the eye thing, it's got me kind of twitchy. The fact that it's the opposite of the one that keeps showing up has me very curious.
Yeah, but we don't talk about
That's all I'm saying.
the outside places.
I'm not
Just
Go on.
out on a limb from growing up in the milestones. Can I make a history check to see if I recognize that at all?
The emblem? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. $15?
Nope.
Damn it. I will mention that though. I grew up in the milestones and I don't recognize it, so I believe that says a little bit of something about it. And also, I will say, while history isn't exactly my forte, I was taught to use history and weave it into tales that entertain. So while I'm not a historian by any stretch of the imagination, I am an entertainer, and amongst all the book learning and cramming I had to do in the temple, I never came across, that I can recall, I have never notably come across her I may have not paid attention to, but there's that.
Long story short, our friends that keep appearing, they've caused me a lot of trouble. And so whenever I see symbols like that, it makes the scales in the back of my neck tingle.
Baby steps. It's just baby steps.
Well, it's better than last time. Last time I flew across the room trying to swing a mace at him.
Well, I appreciate the candor. And I'm sorry.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I just kind of like slowly seclude back to the menacing-ish pose. I try as I still
chew on your nails.
That's Tarook.
Still doing this.
So let's see. Yeah, she was the one thing that interested me the most. So if anybody else wants to go talk or investigate anything.
I would like to talk to. Wait, hold on. So who saw the dwarf again? Did they mention the dwarf to the group? I feel like they weren't mentioned.
Who noticed the balding dwarf?
The nat 20s,
and Beldan, right? Because they both rolled nat 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, V and
okay.
Beldan.
It's been 4 years. I'd like to talk to the dwarf.
All right.
I'll go with Beldan just so I'm not staring, because otherwise I'm gonna completely miss everything.
Right.
Something to distract me.
I'll hang back with whoever is staying at the couch area.
Okay.
I'll kind of stay back to help them out.
Okay. So, Torrin and Beldan. Anybody else going over there?
Meet another dwarf besides Beldan. Huh?
If not, we'll move on. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. Yep.
All right. Torrin and Beldan, as you two make your way over there, he's the dwarf in question is just idle conversation with a few people. You overhear a couple things. I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. You just hear over a couple things of business trades involved. Just the price of certain items and a lot of merchant speak. And
business dwarf.
Yeah.
Oh no, not again.
Hold on a minute.
He does. After finishing the conversation with them, he notices the two of you walk up, and he goes, welcome. Hi. My name is Hallis Belliard. And
Hallis Belliard. Okay.
Yeah.
Does he offer his hand or anything?
Yeah, he stuck out a hand. Yeah.
Okay. Shake his hand back.
Yes.
Beldan Winterhill. Yeah.
Beldan Winterhill. Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Pleasure to meet you.
And you? And he kind of sticking up a hand.
Just kind of elbow Torrin.
I reach down. Nerimos Torrin.
Torrin, yes. Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Pleasure, sir.
So, sir, where do you hail from?
I hail from Kaysar, which is one of the, as you know, one of the three kingdoms.
Hey.
But
it's been a while since I've visited any of our cities. Actually, I've been traveling the surface.
Yeah, Kaysar, Kasur.
Kasur. Kaysar. Okay.
Yeah. He talking to you. Goes, yes, I haven't been home in several years. I trade very much here on the surface, and I have unashamedly said made a fortune up here. There is plenty of gold to be made on the surface, more so than even back home, I must say.
It is, especially since once you zero in on what they want, it's really easy to make that quick dime.
I thought it was just me. I'm glad you see that too.
It's not just you.
These guys are idiots.
I mean, what's happening?
It's like soccer.
they value the weirdest things sometimes.
They really do, but I think it's because they have such a lack of it themselves that they just put value in the wrong things.
Right. You and I have grown up with the precious metals and gems that come from the earth. These people will pay an arm and a leg for them.
They really will. You, sir, would like to call a business dwarf.
Yes, very much so. Member of the Merchants Guild.
I'm a member of the Crafters myself, but I actually work as an ambassador for Anyan.
Aha. I see. Well, pleasure to meet you, sir. I apologize for the informality for which I greeted you.
It's okay. I enjoy the informalities in the sea of formalities.
Yes, I will say, for as I may throw a snide comment to the humans once or twice, but they certainly know how to live in opulence up here.
There's so much red here.
It's disturbing, but calming all at the same time.
So I've been away from I know you've said, but have you heard anything of any of the kingdoms? Really, any bit of news would be welcome. Really,
I have not heard from home, at least my home. I do know of the last I heard. He's cousin twice removed, mother's side. Anyway, family who did tell me news of Anyan, and that the last I heard that Anyan had instituted stricter curfews and near martial law, last I heard.
that doesn't sound right.
It sounded strange to me as well. They've even, from what I hear, trade has not been flowing from Anyan, not nearly as much as it has in the past few years. Many of my contacts who I trade with, I've not heard from. And the ones that I have told me that they are not, they're rationing and not trading. It's not flowing like it used to.
I mean, that's where most of these silly surface people get their shinies from.
I know, and it's a little distressing. However, I have certainly found ways around it. But that is what I have heard.
Around it. So you're saying you have contacts in the city then? Other contacts, people you know, people you trust?
Several over the 12 pillars. I trade many different goods, and there's gold to be made to, well, suit the needs of one. If there's an abundance of something in one of the 12 cities and another one needs it, if I procure it and then trade between the two for a small finder's fee.
Might I ask where your home is, sir? That way, if I have need of you, I can call later.
Oh, I have. If you want to call it a home, I hail from the capital. I live in Phalios. But I'm rarely ever home. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Was
I'm
not
tempted
a
to
lot of
ask
things.
if he's heard of a.
Go for it. Go ahead. He shook your hand, dude. Come on.
Excuse me, sir, not to interrupt. Have you heard any tales of a? I don't want to use the incorrect word here, Beldan. I apologize, but a dwarven peddler trying to sell a strange tonic.
Oh, I see where you're going.
Don't use the wrong word. A peddler. God, that does sound like a slur a little bit.
I
mean, it's better than con artist.
I have not dealt with such a dwarf. No, I have not traded with him. Sounds from your tone that I would remember if I did.
Yes, sir, you would. He's a fascinating character. Fantastic salesman. The product is questionable at best.
Not one of my prouder moments.
Nope. You hallucinated your pet.
I was curious, as you said, you were a trader of many things. I figured maybe one of those things were ales, as he so charmingly tried to sell.
No, I mean, I have certainly sold ale and been what is the phrase? A middleman, so to speak, for the production and, well, not so much the production, but the trading of ales. But I have not met the gentleman that you speak of. Like I said, it from what you say, I think I would remember if I had.
I feel like you definitely would. He's an interesting character to keep an eye out for.
Sure.
So you've said you've had dealings in other kingdom, or this kingdom specifically. Do you have any dealings perhaps in any of the surrounding kingdoms, like perhaps the Draconic Kingdom?
Ooh, no, not so much nowadays. They are very scrutinizing of goods that come into the Draconic Empire nowadays, and they are becoming less friendly to deal with in the previous years. They are not as open to trade as they had once.
So is that sounding more like scrutinizing of goods or scrutinizing of people?
I think it would be safe to say both.
I think they tend to not trust things without scales in the current climate.
Jesus.
I'm not saying that they're not, but sometimes they are. Have you ever met a gold dragonborn? Egos.
Well, I thank you for your time, sir, and it was a pleasure to meet you.
Certainly,
Thank you
certainly.
very much, sir.
Pleasure to
And-
meet both of you.
Tim, just for my record, because I mean,
The
I
name?
feel like later on I may want to see if I can contact this dude again.
Sure. The name is Hallas, Hallas.
Mm-hmm.
Belliard, Belliard.
Belaiard.
Flip the I and the I's first.
So
Belliard.
AT dyslexia. Thank you.
Hallas
And
Belliard.
this where he said we could reach him at, because I know he said Phalos is his home, but he says he's really there.
He
so what'd be the
didn't.
best way
to contact him? Just contact my home in Phalios.
Phalios.
And any correspondence there, and I will eventually get it, and we can converse and hopefully have dealings in the future.
Sounds good, and I feel like those dealings will be most profitable.
That's the only type of deals that I partake in.
Oh man, I love this dwarf.
I like him too.
How do you spell the capital again? PHLIOS.
Phalios.
PHA. Is there an A in there?
Yes, PHALIOS.
iOS. Phalios. Okay. Sorry. Got it.
You're good. Any
He's
questions?
in my context as business dwarf.
That's what I say to them as.
Business dwarf.
Business dwarf.
Business
There
dwarf.
you go.
Alrighty. Going back. I'm gonna keep perception checks from what you guys did earlier. You notice the Chamberlain has made his way and is now congregating. He's got it's not so subtle being surrounded by his own little security force and like a huddle around him, but he is mingling. But he is starting to mingle and congregate, and they have opened to a couple the party to a couple of the side chambers where the Chamberlain does have more art pieces and things on display.
Hmm.
I will ask Beldan about the dwarf. Was anything interesting? Anything?
Well, he was saying that the Draconic Kingdom has essentially they're being more suspicious of people and goods. They're restricting things, it sounds like. And
Yeah.
my own people, they are essentially under martial law, which is shocking to me. And trade's been almost completely cut off. So
What would cause something like that?
something's brewing back home. And nothing good, I can assure you.
Well, it either sounds like an inside. I'm gonna lower my voice. I know we're at a loud party, but just
Sure.
Keep it kind of hush.
Yeah.
It doesn't. As far as I can assume, the Dwarven kingdoms don't have to deal with a lot of outset, do they, from outward forces like other
No,
armies?
I mean, I could guarantee you that most of the jewels and stuff you see up here come from Anion.
Well, and I hate
So
to
for
say
them
it,
to restrict trade, there's a problem. There's a big problem.
I hate to say it, love, but it sounds like it's an internal problem. Is that something that was brewing before you left on your
No, and that just kind of makes me think about some other things that happened. So I need to go home.
I need a couple things from the party. First of all, anybody who partook of any drink at this party, please roll me a d20.
Oh, where'd it go?
God.
He's getting you back, Beldan. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
You had to talk
Oh, one.
fine.
Oh no.
Torrin's about to have a
Flat
fun night.
Oh,
Just
boy.
a flat D20?
Okay. Yeah, d20. Just give me the d20.
Okay,
Nothing
16.
added. All right, hold on. Okay. Torrin's got a natural 1. Vare, what'd you get? A 4?
13.
14?
13.
13. I apologize. 13.
Did we all just get drugged?
Do
16.
I hear pigeons?
Okay. Where are you, V, right now?
Sitting at the couch with the other two.
With the other two?
Or with everybody who didn't go talk to the dwarf.
Okay. So that leaves Tarook and who? Corallos? Oh gosh. Okay, you're master of your own fate, V. Roll me.
Oh
Roll me. Just roll a d6. Tell me what you roll.
You're gonna get your own kitty.
2.
What's happened?
Have never noticed it before, but you have never noticed how handsome Corallos is.
Isn't he a minor?
He's just a boy.
You
My
robbed
birthday
that
was
cratle,
last
didn't you? Do
week.
you?
He's not ready for this. Oh, honey.
You
Okay.
rolled for it.
Oh my.
Okay, age of consent in Thurandia has to be like
We'll
7.
say his
You're
birthday was
7.
last week.
Whatever.
He has never looked so handsome before. You're kind of curious why you haven't noticed it, actually.
Corallos, you're in danger.
Belden, what did you roll?
God.
16.
16. Belden,
Oh man.
it's kind of strange because at this party, like you said, the first thing you noticed was like all the garish adornments and the art and everything. But you have also noticed that there are potted plants that are periodically it just added for flavor in the room. And you notice sitting at close to where you guys are sitting, there's a potted plant there, and the plant turns to you and goes, "Hey."
Oh man. No.
Little shop of horrors.
Uh-huh. What do you got?
I'm not
Mr.
trying to be that guy.
No, what do you got?
What
do you got?
Poison? Or was this a drug or a poison?
No, it was not a poison.
Okay, all right, just a second. Just making sure.
I also was wondering if it's con related too.
Essentially a love potion.
Oh,
Whoa.
So no, sorry, I need to
the
use
effects, and not to mislead you, it is the effects of a love potion. So
Okay.
if there's anything that you have that resists that,
No.
okay.
What the hell would resist a love potion?
No, nothing that resists potions. Just
Gotcha.
Potion.
Gotcha.
Eight.
Belden,
Think I have anything?
the potted plant turns to you and starts talking. Hey, so this is a lot of people here.
Oh no. Mr. Kitty! Mr. Kitty! Mr. Kitty!
Oh my god.
Mr. Kitty's in your lap. He's like, yeah, what? I thought you said I had the night off.
Well, is that plant talking to me?
I don't know. Is it talking to you? And the plant looks down at him and goes, I'm talking to both of you, actually. And you just see the cat just kind of like,
Oh no, my hallucination has a hallucination.
God, I'm so mad. Oh my god.
Torrin, you said you rolled a natural 1?
Yep, I'm packing my bags because I'm about to take a trip.
You're about to get naked and dress up in breadcrumbs, dude. It's gonna happen.
For birds.
This is gonna be a fun party.
The birds.
You're
So
not
much
ready.
shit,
You're probably
and
not
the
ready.
Only one.
With a natural 1, Torrin, what you see walking into the ballroom area in a straight line is a line of red caps, which you remember from the time before.
Oh.
And they are in a
no.
perfect line, and they come up, and then they start getting in like rows, and they all turn to you, and they open up some books, and they start singing.
What
kind of bullshit are we tripping on?
I don't grab them,
Which
but
it
I like
sounds like the
slowly-
underpants gnomes from South Park, if you're curious.
I don't grab them, but I like
underpants. Yeah,
slowly place my fingers on my maces. Slowly.
Yeah. No, they're not making aggressive moves. They're
don't
literally
grab
they
them.
came up
Like, I'm
and they
not-
started singing to you.
Yeah, I'm not like, here we go, but like, I'm at the draw in case.
Yes.
What?
Corallos?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
I didn't know you weren't done. Sorry.
I'm not sure if I am. Corallos, did you roll or did you not drink anything?
Oh, I didn't drink. No.
Okay.
He's
okay.
just
I
a
know
boy.
Tarook didn't. I know Tarook didn't because he was like, nah, Nat, you didn't drink anything either, did you?
Nope.
Tarook
Okay.
is the. Oh God damn it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, no more
that's
no
it.
more
So,
chicken.
V,
Tarook.
Regretting not drinking. I don't know.
So question.
yeah, what was your question?
How exactly does a love potion? So I'm still in control of my actions, right? I just find Corallos very attractive.
Right now, yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to look up the very specific effects of love potions in 5e.
This could be a problem.
I'm just wondering, like, how the
On
heck
that,
that whole thing works.
On that, I'm definitely yelling for Tarook to come over.
Okay.
You don't have to yell. You're sitting next to
Because
him.
if that's like a con thing, I mean, Hellhold event dimension gave me a con thing.
So how far away are so it's me, Corallos, and Tarook, and everyone else. Oh, and Nat.
Yeah, and V, basically you're charmed by Corallos.
Wow, wow.
Tommy tried to teach him a lesson and he didn't like it.
Oh no!
Oh God! That escalated so quickly.
Karma's up.
Yeah.
D&D After Dark. D&D After Dark.
So yeah, you're charmed by him, and
Yeah,
this is
not
only
it.
something that you can answer. Is a tiefling something that you would find attractive?
Yeah, I mean,
steal
I don't
his
care.
coin purse?
I get paid. Honestly, yes. I mean, like, I don't know.
20 gold.
That's a fluid concept. I get
20
paid
gold
for
is
this
20
for a
gold.
lot.
Well, then-
gold is 20 gold.
Nat's taking
A
over.
couple thousand gold is a couple thousand gold.
All right.
Nat for Madam
Exactly.
2021.
All right.
Couple
Any
thousand
gold,
Then
what do
I'm
you
gonna
take
leave
me
this
for?
up to you because the specifics of it is that if it's a creature that you are normally attracted to, you regard it as your true love.
Okay, so I'm gonna say yes, just because I didn't put that in my backstory. So I'm
Right.
gonna say no and be
That's
like,
why I
oh, well,
asked.
it doesn't work.
Right.
I'm attracted to whatever I get paid to be attracted to.
Right.
That could be anything.
So
I like
right
that.
now, that's Corallos.
Your skin is so
Except that you're not getting
soft.
paid.
So
So do
Yeah.
I? Okay, so again, it's not like a compulsion, right? It's not like I have to.
you're
be
charmed by him.
Just charmed by Corallos. Okay.
And yeah, you find him very attractive right now, all of a sudden.
If I wasn't already, I'll sit down on the couch next to him and just kind of,
Okay.
Start playing with his hair.
play with my hair.
Are there other people acting like Torrin and Beldan are?
Roll me some perception.
Okay.
I'm having a thrilling conversation about commerce with a plant and Mr. Kitty.
I'm staring down this chorus
I'm trying-
of red caps.
I'm
Get over
trying
here
so hard not to pee
now.
myself right now.
That's great. 19.
19.
Nice.
You do notice that you've got some people are starting to kind of have odd reactions, and you're starting to hear, a couple. Yeah, there's a couple very similar, like, odd reactions of people kind of looking around and kind of somebody's kind of very strange and odd behavior. You also notice with that a couple people have grown pig noses, and you've heard a couple shrieks.
That son of, oh my god, hold on a minute.
Yeah, there's one person you see a well-to-do nobleman is sitting here with his hands in like Rapunzel-like long hair that has cascading down to the floor, and he's kind of like, what is going on?
There's people licking walls, aren't there? Schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
Okay, is there anyone obviously not affected, and where's the Chamberlain?
Well, obviously there's, there's a couple members of the party who haven't, and Mitigast is kind of looking around, kind of like what's going on. You just see the helm kind of tossing back and forth, looking at it. The Chamberlain is one of the unfortunates who's kind of wondering where this pig nose came from.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I don't feel so bad about talking to plants anymore.
And as you look around and everything, what you see is one of the waiters come up with the tray of drinks on his hand, and he sets it down, and he steps up on a chair and up onto a table where there were some fruits and food set up, and he goes, "I want everyone's attention. If you would please,
son of a bitch,
direct this way. My name is," and he taps his head, and this visage of a halfling disappears, and you see the bright purple and chocolate brown colors and top hat of a dwarf. And he goes, "My name is Tawny Willowbeard."
I stand up, run right towards him, and I grab him by his shirt.
Shake him, Tarook.
Before you even get to it, he goes, "I am Tawny Willowbeard, and this is a distraction."
Oh.
what?
You walk up to him. That's where we're going to cut the episode.
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
That guy owes us money. That's all I'm saying.
He does more than a
Like,
One's
Tarook,
dead.
if you catch him, you shake the shit out of him.
I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want his house burned to the ground.
You want it.
Why are we so trusting, guys? Why do we do this to ourselves?
Yeah,
Why
you're
do we
all
do
really
this?
dumb.
Yeah, no joke.
Oh, huh.
Okay,
Franz, what were you trying to
this
say, dude?
time, we have an excuse. It was a party. We didn't expect Tawny to show up.
It was a distract.
Secondly,
Bitch.
son of a bitch. And I get to edit myself for once because I said it on purpose. Son of a bitch.
It's
Twice.
so-
No, I dropped the F-bomb for the first time because this bastard. Okay.
He's responsible for my chicken nightmares. That's all.
You have chicken
I'm about to
PTSD.
have red cap nightmares as I'm staring at him like it's the OK Corral just waiting to draw. Okay.
Why did I get the love potion?
You rolled.
All right, let me.
Oh, come
let me
on. I
roll
was
this
surrounded by
back.
birds.
You
Okay?
rolled.
Birds are like my freaking nightmare.
I
Carlos, I'm so sorry.
always let you guys, hey, whatever magical effect, I'm gonna make you roll for it.
Listen,
I
all I
know.
know is if I get a spirit plant this time, I'll be like, this is a little weird, all right? Does he follow me in a little spirit pod or like what's up?
It's like a floating sunflower just follows you.
Feed me, Beldan. It's like, no, bro, you ate like 3 gnomes and a freaking halfling. Like that ain't happening.
Okay. Let me pull this back.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us, both on Twitch and on YouTube. Oh my
We're not
goodness,
gonna make
this
any
episode. This is a damn fine episode, Tim, to start 2021 off with.
yes.
Thank you
Woo!
guys
The
for
NPC.
joining us. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to the YouTube channel so you get notified when we drop a new episode. Hit that little bell in your YouTube app so it will send a direct notification to your phone saying that we have a new upload. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting. We'll see you next time.
All right.